So, welcome aboard, Brian Halcrow. This is Michael Rhodes, the Ryan Davie.
Am I on? Can you hear us all right there? Yeah. Yeah, this should be a good game. Know Michael really well. Don't know much about Ryan, but I do know he's a top Scottish player. Bit under the radar, but one for the future. I think Michael is slight underdog for this favourite.
Is he?
With the bookmaker, yeah. I think Ryan's 4-6 and Michael is close to evens, I think, something like that.
Okay.
So this kid can obviously play if the bookie's got him favourite. Because the bookie doesn't normally get it wrong, does he?
No, not usually.
So here we go. Do you want to put that thing on for us, mate?
What, my 2-2?
Yeah. There you go.
Hope you've all been enjoying the show so far today. That first game, Mick Hill, wow.
What was the score in that game, mate?
11-2. It was savage.
Mick play well, I take it.
Did Mick play well?
Yeah, we didn't miss enough.
He didn't miss anything.
That's Mick.
Yeah, it was insane actually. The standard of pool.
Yeah.
Any time that Mick broke, he cleared up.
Yeah, that's what he does, mate. He's awesome.
Monster breaks, monster dishes on all of it. Because this is.
Right, so looking at the table here, few little problems. He's probably going to go Reds. Nice opening shot. So table's still open. That anybody doesn't understand the rules there, because he's potted the red and the yellow. After the break, the table still remains open. So Ryan is on nothing still.
And unlike world rules, where you've got to nominate a ball at this point.
Yeah, he would have just chose there, wouldn't he?
Yeah. But even so, if he'd have potted two balls at once after the first shot, then he'd have had to nominate. Say if it was a shot after the break and nothing had been potted yet, and he potted one of each, then at that point he'd have to nominate.
Yeah.
And he would automatically be whichever he chose.
Well, from the break he would nominate, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So that's the slight difference for world rules and black ball.
Yeah.
Well, massive difference actually. The rules are actually nothing like each other.
No, they're not.
These black ball rules are so attacking. But I
think it's a good thing not having to nominate off the break, because being able to use a red to pot a yellow as that first shot is potentially a complete solution, if you like, if you've got a problem ball.
Yeah.
Whereas in world rules you couldn't possibly do that, so you'd have to work your way around the balls.
The slight differences with the world rules or compared to black ball is when you own a pocket. Yeah. Then the guy's got to do something to beat you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like with you not being able to play the skill shot in world rules. Once you hold that pocket, you're like massive favourite. Whereas in these rules, when you hold a pocket or two or three, it doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Because
do you know what, you say that, but actually I've noticed that even the top players, not many of them are that great at playing a skill shot where one ball follows the other.
What, they're not too good at it?
No, there's been a few times where it's been attempted, or they've just worked around it rather than gone for that shot when it's been perfectly on.
Well, what I found with skill shots, right, is however the ball's placed over the pocket, so where it lies in the pocket, regarding like the simplicity of the skill shot. So if the ball's right bang in the middle of the pocket and it's sitting not on either jaw, it's literally right in the middle, them are the easy skill shots.
Yeah.
So if you're straight in, if you've got a shot straight in, you play them with screw.
Yeah.
If it's slightly angled, then you play them with top.
Yeah.
That's what I find with skill shots. So anything straight, play with a little bit of bottom. But anything off angle, play it with top and let the second one just drop in after it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get back to the game here. Ryan's just put a miss in there. It was quite a big pocket, but it could be missed, and he has. So this is where you'll see Michael. Michael's all-out attack from a snooker background. He's really learning how to play pool now. I remember when Michael first came into the game, if anything was open, he'd take them out.
Yep.
But if they weren't open, he would struggle. And that was simply because he didn't know how to move.
Yeah.
But Michael's been playing pool now for a good few years. He's established himself as a top pool player.
Yep.
He's well respected, he's well liked. And he's a fella Geordie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed you were talking about stotty cakes earlier.
Well, he knew what a stotty cake was, and he knew what Dixon's was. And the Ford Capri. He knew the lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a Geordie thing, yeah.
John Brownlee, the scores are available. The post for this particular game, you'll see, has the link within it. So you can just scroll up to the post and or click away from the game, and the link will be there.
Thanks, Elliot. Elliot Slesser's just put a comment in saying, top commentary, Elliot's a professional snooker player. He's in the top 64. He's a Geordie also.
Yep.
Him and Gary Wilson, two Geordie lads.
Yep.
Like the snooker background from North East, right? We've got loads of mint pool players, but we've never had top snooker players. For years, we've just never had them, mate. But we've got two at the minute, Elliot Slesser and Gary Wilson. They both come in my club and play on the Chinese table when they're going over to China. Two really nice lads, proper good characters, you know what I mean? For professional snooker players, they're not up their own backsides type thing.
Yeah, you do find that, don't you?
Proper down to earth, and I went to China with them. That was where I met them, and I got on great with a pair of them. Like, they were proper funny, like. So keep it up, Elliot. Rhodes supports the Mackems buzzer. Does he? Oh, what an idiot. Not in the big he's not in the big league, is he? He's not in the big league, Elliot. A few years for that, man. So
Lee Washbrook, he was absolutely buzzing against Appleton. He just didn't miss a thing. You should go back and watch the game. It was quite a display. It's only 50 minutes, so you can just take a lunch break.
Yeah, somebody's got to support Sunderland, mate. Michael's just one of the small percentage, that's all. Bless him. So, he's in the balls. I can't see him making any mistakes. Red in the right corner, stop the white dead, red in the middle, red in the left hand corner, black in the bottom right hand corner. That's my little route. Let's see which way he goes. It's probably just screwing the yellow, yeah. Little dink. He's gonna... you can roll this in, play the red in the top right hand corner. I can roll the red in the middle, come off the top rail back down. I think you'll just drop the red in the left hand corner and play the red in the right hand top corner. That's the easy route. You never want to be making the cue ball travel. It's nice and easy. And that's it. A simple stun shot, and it's looking like 1-0 to Ryan. 1-0 Ryan Davie. So we'll give the sponsors a quick little shout out here. We would like to thank Smith's
Courier Services,
Jarrow MOT Centre, Tom Chalk, Murphy's Sports Bar Doncaster, and the Shark Pool Rack. Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
You've got the Shark Pool Rack on
yep.
Advertising. Have they not thought of giving you some of their products to go around all the tournaments that you stream?
The problem is that you have to have both players agree to it.
Oh,
and
right.
I've found in past experience that it's quite difficult to get both players to agree to it. Because you'd need a ref a lot of the time, and there's not one that's here permanently on this table.
Right. So, a nice solid break, but he's come up dry, I believe. And there is no problems on this table. I believe he will take reds here. Everything's got a pocket. Just got to plan his route and execute. What he might do here, Jacob, is just pot the red, in the top left-hand bag. A little cannon onto the yellow. That'll push that to the side rail, and then it'll put him on the other red in the top right-hand bag. But what it'll do is it'll open that red up where the two yellows are.
Yep.
Top end of the table. So when he bumps that yellow to the rail, that red will now go in the top left-hand bag.
Yep.
And then the clearance is then easy. There's only one ball can trip him up, and you might even be on it from the start. Like you mightn't have to shift it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would play it that way. Like I just play this with a little drag right-hand side, push it on the rail, and then you're on that red, and then it's easy. He's going to one in the middle. He must be able to see this. See how the players all take different routes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you couldn't really see that he could see through that gap very well, could you?
But there's like now when I was talking about routes yesterday,
yep.
when you plan your routes out,
yep.
like you could have probably put 5 or 6 players in that same position and we might all gone a different way there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because just like as when I spoke with you yesterday, I told you I like to play straight line shots and keep the game easy. Some people don't play that way. They like to whiz the white around all over.
Yep. But like I said.
But that's where I find where your mistakes come in. You know what I mean? So I try to stay away from that. Like, he's going to have to put a long one now.
I was just about to say, what's your last ball?
My last ball. Well, the blacks goes in the bottom left-hand pocket. If it doesn't, it goes in the.
It goes in the middle right.
Yeah. So if he keeps these 3, if he keeps these 3 round the bottom of the table, it'll last. He can't now because he's going to have to take the bottom left one out. So come pot the one in the left, come up for the one in the middle, then pot the one at the top, and then
he should have been on now.
Yeah, that's right. You still take these out, like.
Oh, he's gone straight back for the other one.
Yeah, I think you wanted to be straight there, Owen. See if he's straight.
He does have the safety buffer of this one that's over the pocket.
Yeah.
Down to the bottom left.
Like you see, when he takes this one in the left-hand pocket now, he's going to hit the yellow. And he knows he's going to hit the yellow, so it's just be a little careful here. He might be able to play it with a bit bottom left-hand side and like drag it round. Nah, he's playing a different way.
So, Alan McEnroy is saying that the guy speaking is helping my game.
Thanks, mate. Well, honestly, I've been playing for like a long time, you know, and I just.
So, which came first, you or Paul?
Obviously, the pool, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm glad that people like the commentary and that, and if my help in like giving you little hints and tips here and there helps you progress, then great.
For sure.
That can make people a little bit better by just saying something and they're taking stock from it, you know what I mean? Because most of the things I will commentate on will be the right shots. I won't tell you shots that are not true type thing, you know what I mean?
So he's having to work his way around the table quite a lot.
Because his route's gone all wonky, so he's had to remap.
Yep.
Now he's kind of like, he's still in there, but it's not been dot to dot, has it?
It's been messy, hasn't it?
It's been around the block.
I talk about this quite a lot, actually, that when you run out of position once, because you've got kind of a predetermined route, or there may be some form of predetermined route that's the proper pattern play. That as you've run out of position once, that you end up fighting it for the rest of the clearance because it's hard to get back in.
And that's because it's all about cue ball control. You put that white where you want it, this game's easy. But once you start putting it here, there and everywhere and making it travel.
See, he's run right into trouble now. Ouch. I'll tell you what though, this goes quarter ball.
Middle pocket.
Quarter ball off the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And it goes back into the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he's got to control the white still. He's got to whack this, you know. See, for it to make the shot in the middle pocket, he's got to really hit this hard. Now, the problem with that is...
I don't think he does. It's sat perfectly so that if he quarter balls it, it'll flick off. He doesn't even need to hit it hard.
Yeah,
all he's got to work on now, really, is making sure that he's got the right side on the white to be able to hold for the black.
But you see these kind of shots, Jacob, you see if you don't hit them hard, this ain't going to make the pocket. So he has to give this a bit of oomph. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's going to play the shot like you've said, but the problem he's got is not is it only a difficult shot. That cue ball has got to stay on the black.
Yeah,
now,
that's what I'm saying.
If you look at that angle where he's going into the left-hand side rail, which is taking him on an angle he doesn't want to be on, you know what I mean? Thank you, Alan, for the nice comment, mate, there. If I can help you, I will. Yeah, me and Steve Wood, I've got 113 years between us. Some boys, aren't they, Steve?
Is he on the black?
Nah. See, Buzzer got it right.
He's not now that yellow's just dropped in the way.
Told you, didn't I? That was the problem.
That was definitely a total.
No, it's the good old shut your eyes and hit as hard as can, I think.
I'll tell you what, though. No, it's not. Look, because actually, because the black goes in the middle.
Oh, you want a referee to watch? You want me to grab a ref?
You could just ref it if you want.
Do you want me to do it? Do you want me to watch it? I'll come and I'll see if
So. Oh, I thought we were going to have an all-round commentator referee.
I was just the next thing you know, there would have been Cannon as the cue and saying, "Yeah, you just play with them." Yeah, this is the thing with these black ball rules. Though, you see, when you're in these positions, you know the guy's going to wallop. You know what I mean? And if the black goes in, these are like little body blows that you suffer in the match. So I think he's going to come off the bottom cushion, hit the black and try and make it in the left-hand side pocket. But it's such a difficult shot because he's only got half a black to hit when he comes off the bottom rail. So there's a ref, he's going to sort it out.
Good old Matt Clark.
I like this guy.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a very nice man.
I gave him a little shoulder rub earlier on. He was having a toasty and a bacon sandwich. I was just like, I says, there you go, I give him a little massage. I says, how many players do that? He says, none. I says, there's only one buzzer here. He says, you're right, kid. Yeah, but the refs do a good job as well, and they deserve a good mention. He ain't coming off the bottom rail.
How bizarre. See, surely the simpler shot was to come off the bottom of the rail to cut it back into the middle. Yeah, I mean, not that it was an easy shot, but it was a lot more simple.
That was a shot of making it, wasn't it? If you went that way, you had a better chance of making it.
Yeah, and even so, you definitely had a better chance of hitting it.
Because you see these rails, right, they're geet skiddy. Like, I played a match early on and I had to play a little shot, right, where I put a little bit check side on just to straighten the cue ball up. When the white hit the cushion, the cue ball did nothing.
Yeah.
It just didn't even, take the side at all. So this is the first real chance you've seen Michael, decent in the balls. And just watch the way he goes around the clearance. He'll make it look absolutely easy. He'll be straight line shot after straight line shot, he will be. Yeah, big game for Newcastle. I think we'll get beat 4-0 today, mate. We've got no defence, no midfield. They're all injured or away. So I think 4-0 to Chelsea today would be a good score. as I say out there, if you've got any questions regarding the game and you want a little bit of like free advice, just fire your comments in and I'll try and answer as many as I can for you. Yeah, and the bottom rail was the shot there, Barry, mate. So, see, Michael's gone through his clearance here. Straight line, straight line, straight line. Every shot. Just so easy, you know what I mean? And then he'll be straight on the next one. Then he'll be straight on the next one. And he'll be straight on the block. Straight lines, mate. Makes the game easy, you know.
Yeah, if they're in nice open positions, I agree.
It's as close to straight as you're gonna get in it.
Yeah.
Michael doesn't miss these away, and I come from that snooker background. See, potting wise, see balls that pool players might miss, like difficult shots, like pool players have problems with. Michael just gets through and knocks them in like that.
Yeah.
That easy. It's a bit sickening, you know, when you see players just knocking balls in like that. When you know, like, this is a tough shot, and they just go down and pot them like that with a bag.
I know a few players like that.
There's loads of them in there. I'll tell you what it is, the standard of the pool in the 2019's like awesome. Like, you look around this room here and all you see is clearances. You hardly see any fudging at all, you know. Yeah, what's I got here? See, Mark, if you're playing straight line shots, right, a little tip for you, mate. See your clips when one ball's hitting in front of the other. If you've ever got a straight line shot, right, just try and hit the balls full in the face and you'll make much more straighter pots. What you're probably doing is you're just either hitting a little bit off full, and that's why you're making straight line shots hard for yourself. So just picture in the clips, and that's the way you want to be hitting ball onto ball. Yeah, I remember the 2 goals Papa Cisse scored against Chelsea. They were awesome, weren't they? Them were the days when we used to be able to score a couple of goals. We can't even get one now. I think he's going to take. I think he's going to take yellows here. I think they're probably slightly easier than the 2. Oh, I'm wrong. He's taking reds. I would have took yellows anyway, personally. Because there was not a lot to do with the yellows, you know what I mean? Whereas the reds look a little bit more trickier. But obviously he's confident in his ability and he fancies taking these out. Where is the best to break? Oh, well, me, I've always struggled with my break a lot. You love Mick Hill, didn't you, Adam?
What's the best position to watch Mick Hill play?
I think Mick's got like a major supporter with this guy. Like, he's a bit of a character, isn't he?
I sent him a photo privately earlier of Mick playing.
Wee man Callum, who's 8 and watching the match. Hi Callum, this is a shout out to young wee man, 8-year-old. Hope you're enjoying the pool, son. And I hope that little tip helped you, Mark, as well.
I sent this to Adam earlier.
Oh, he'd love that, wouldn't he? Pictures of Mick. What's the best position to watch Mick Hill play? Buzzer, what's your tips on playing real shots? Right. I would say to you, if you've got anything on the reel, just try and float them in, not too hard, not too soft. Just in between, and the pockets they'll drop. Try to stay away from putting side on the ball. Centre ball hits with just like a nice easy stroke. As I say, not too hard, not too soft, and the pockets will take them. What's this one? Oh, love you, buzzer. Personally, Mark Farnsworth's record for playing for money is like really good, but I think it isn't as good as Tom Cousins's. I know Mark's played like lots and lots of money games over the years, but he's lost a few, whereas only Cousins has only lost 1, I believe. Johnny, I ain't going for a tab yet, mate. You go for one.
Big shout out to Phil Caunce. He's sat there feeling lonely.
Afternoon, Joe. Can you give a shout out to Phil?
I just did.
Yeah, get one off me as well. Big shout out, Phil. So Michael will just run this up the cushion. So these snooker players, man, they don't miss them shots, you know.
No.
They don't miss them, mate. Afternoon, Joe. Ronan's definitely up there, mate. He's one of the greatest ever. Where's the best to break from? What I find is I've always struggled with my break, but I've kind of changed something over the last couple of weeks. What I break from now is if you put the white bang in the middle of the D, move it across one ball's length, and then bring it back one ball's length, and keep that same position. Try not to stay too low on the cue, and not too high. So you're like in between. Concentrate on hitting the front ball full in the face. And if you do that, you'll make balls, but you must hit it full. Watch Michael try and hit full in the face, yeah. See? Full in the face. Smash. Oh my lord. Been a bit unlucky there, like, but I think he can still cut the yellow in.
Yeah, he can.
He ain't got no shot on red, so he's gonna have to be forced into taking yellows here. Like sometimes in this game you get the balls you don't want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That happens to me quite a lot. Buzz, when you next down Berkeley? I'm not too sure, mate. But I'll catch you in there when I'm in there, Stephen. And Adam Penwell, you like the voice, do you, mate?
He's got a big money game this evening, Adam Penwell.
What time does that kick off?
Do you know what? I'm not actually sure. Not sure. Penners, when's your game? What time?
Whelan's just beat Mark Boyle 11-9. What a great result that is.
Wow.
Because I watched Mark play John McAllister last night. Honest to God, that game was awesome.
It was, wasn't it?
Awesome.
Fantastic quality.
We're in the same hotel as John McAllister, and we're in the lift going up last night, and John was absolutely dejected. And I said, John, listen, you put a smile on your face with the way you played there, mate, because you never done a thing wrong.
No.
Don't beat yourself up. Take it as take that as a real positive, mate. You were 8-2 down, you never missed a ball, mate.
Yeah, for sure. So 6:30 start. Adam Penwell's game is. I think they're playing for like 27-30 grand.
Is that what they're playing for?
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, it's madness, isn't it? Right, so Michael's gone yellows, yeah. He had to because he didn't have a shot in the reds, did he? Everything goes, just needs to have pinpoint position again. You try and get over full on this right hand reel now. If he can get straight here, he's laughing because he can just dink it back. Can you play the other yellow in the left hand top pocket? He's slightly off there, like. You've got to have a nice touch here. See, nice touch needed, and he's not. See what he did there? That was called deceleration. He didn't push the cue through, and the white just kind of died on him.
Yeah.
That's called deceleration. That's when you don't push the cue through properly.
Yeah.
Let's have a buzzer score prediction. He knows his stuff, looking like 25k. Well, right, I'll say it how it is, Penners. You've just had a great result with George. Martin's on a terrible run. I can't remember the last time I've seen him win a game, mate. So the pressure's on Martin for sure. You're free rolling, Adam. If I had to pick a winner, I will go with yourself. Only because you've come off a good result and you've got a good lead. I'm not knocking Martin in any way. Just he needs a win, you know what I mean? He needs a win, Martin does. Like.
Penners also has a 4 start, and Martin's starting on -1.
So if Penwell gets the first 4 or 5 frames, Martin McIntosh is in so much trouble in that game. Because you see, me personally, giving starts in money games is not for me. Like.
No, nor me. If you need a start, you shouldn't be playing them.
You shouldn't be, no. If you're playing for money, you should just play off scratch and that's it. So I've predicted the scoreline tonight, mate. I'm going to give you a 25-21 win. See what a great clearance this has been, mate, hasn't it? Watch Michael run this ball up the rail. This is what we're talking about, snooker players, right? Watch the way he runs this up, mate. It's clean as a whistle.
So Charlie's just pointed out that Michael just switched hands during that clearance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing a Ronnie as well.
But I know a few players like that, actually.
I can't play with my wrong hand, me, you know. You see, when I put a cue in my wrong hand, it feels like my arm doesn't even belong to me.
Feel like an alien, don't you? Hold on.
I do,
missed it. Hold on. See if I can rewind it on YouTube.
Who's the next stream match on?
Yeah, hold on. We'll be able to watch it.
Yeah, watch this for a shot.
Obviously, the crowd can't watch it, but the last ball.
Yeah, this is like a typical snooker player shot, isn't it?
So he's currently playing right-handed.
A pool player wouldn't have done that shot, you know. Look at that. Beautiful. Right. I think the game's definitely go to mainstream TV in time, like.
So he was playing right-handed on the last shot.
I swapped hands. So you see that anybody in that last frame? Michael played that last shot with his wrong hand, you know.
Still right-handed.
He's played it with his wrong hand and he's dragged it in with a load. Aye, man, what a shot, man. Anyway, back to this frame. Right, does the game have a place in mainstream TV in the future? I really believe it has got a future. It's already starting to get a bit of TV coverage via Free Sports. I think it's just a matter of time before a bigger TV channel jumps onto it. It just needs the right person, you know. Because once that door opens, this is a great game, you know what I mean? It just needs to be promoted properly by the right people. And like all these little events that are getting kicked off here is all a good start. The prize money's starting to get better, standards better, everything's better. So yeah, I can't do that. You see, Michael's just smashed that enough. Like, I can't play like that, Jacob. See the shot he's just played there? He's just smashed the ball and he's just trying to crash everything in the top end of the table.
Yep.
Now, Michael doesn't know where anything's going there.
No, of course you don't.
Nobody does,
no.
Right? And like, that's the part of the game like I try and stay away from. Try not to crash bang wall up, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's flipped it. And there's the customary hand in there. I think you should call your pocket, you know. I think you should call your pocket, you know.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Go towards the Chinese rules?
Just, do you know, if you did that, right? You know, the luck in the game would, like...
It'd be gone, yeah.
It'd be gone, because, like, how many players you heard, like, moan and whinge about the bad run they get? I do it myself. Yep. I do it myself, mate, you know. And, like, if you played the call shot, like, when people are trying to pop balls in one bag and they're missing, and then it goes in another bag, why should the player that's played a terrible shot be rewarded? And the player that's
loss of turn, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Just turnover.
So, like, call shots, and I believe if you called your skill shot as well, this game would be much, much better, like, because there's too much luck involved. And when you've got players playing at the standard, what playing at here, it's hard enough as it is, you know what I mean? My comments seem to have stopped.
Really?
Yeah, I really like Michael's style of play, mate. Like, I've not really been able to tell you much about Ryan because he's not really had much to do, but I'm sure we will. I think Ryan's got a money game coming up real soon against Declan Brennan. That'll be a good match. Two young guys. I think Ryan's going to have it. It's his first money game, so that should be good.
So Nick Finn's just asked, how can you call shots with no numbered balls?
Turn them to spots and stripes. Or get specially made reds and yellows with numbers.
To be fair though, then we're moving a little bit away from English pool and going more towards the American, aren't we?
That's if they wanted to play with numbers, but how about get reds and yellows with numbers on?
Yeah, good deal. Yeah.
And then there's no flukes, no flukes. There'd be lots more happier pool players, mate, believe us, because everybody gets flukes on them, and it does you an appering when it happens, like. What's your thoughts on Ryan versus Deck? Right, my thoughts on Ryan versus Deck is Declan's just come off a really good money game win. He's as steady as a rock. He's had loads of good results. Whereas Ryan, I can't really tell you a lot about Ryan apart from I've heard he's a really solid, good player. So if I had to pick a player for that one, I would only go for Declan because he's got that little bit money match experience. Whereas Ryan might play for money and not being able to handle it. You don't know until you're put in that arena, right, where all them people are watching you, all eyes are on you, you know. If you can't handle that situation, and there's lots of great players, can it? You don't know until you're actually put in that position, you know what I mean, Jacob?
Yeah.
So if you're a money player
and
you're playing your first game, you're going to find the test out when you're out there, whether you like it or you don't. You know
definitely.
For myself personally.
So I play a few small money games, only like a few £100.
Yeah.
And I tend to arrange them so that I'm in a quiet place playing, because I don't like there being loads of people watching and loads of noise.
How would you feel about people watching you, or does it put you under a little bit of pressure?
It depends who it is. Sometimes I sort of sense that I'm being judged if it's good players that are watching me, for example. Obviously, I'm not the standard that these boys are.
Yeah, it's just a dish fest now, isn't it? Yeah, well, what you did with George Adam was you basically showed him that the lead he gave you was too much, because you actually beat him without a lead. You didn't need it, mate. And I think George, for being the one that does a lot of hustling, got hustled by yourself, mate.
He hustled himself as well.
He did, huh? But fair play to Penwell, he put some great balls that night. I was kind of impressed with him. I'm like, why is he getting such a big of a lead? You know what I mean? The guy can play.
It's because George just had a complete lack of respect for him, basically.
Ryan playing your team, Adam, yeah? That's to you, Adam Kirk. Does Ryan play in your league team, mate? Yeah, nice finish. Played them really nice, I can't say Declan hammers Ryan, mate, because when it comes to a money game, you just cannot say you're going to get hammered, because that is not good, mate. He's probably one of your boys and you're just bigging him up right now, mate. I actually don't know anything about Ryan's game. Of just like, I hear good things about him, but he started as favourite here with the bookmaker. So the bookies don't normally put people who can't play favourites over people who can play, because Michael can definitely play, you know. You've seen yourself here, he don't make a lot of mistakes. I don't know how he got the start either, Ben. It's crazy. I think Martin's really got to knuckle down, and because it could be too late for him. His money career could be, like, money game career could be over. Like, I'll tell you a little story here about money games, right? People coming and going, you'll see yourself, they come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go. I'd lost my last 3 money games, and my last one was Shane Thompson. So if I lose that game, I'll lose 4 games in a row. So my 5th game is potentially my last if I lose. But because I beat Shane, that means now I've got another 4 money games that keep going. You know what I mean? Whereas if I'd lost that game against Shane, my 5th game could have been my last game. That could have been me out the money game scene then, you know what I mean? I do not know. I just think Declan have to watch. Yeah, well, Declan practices with Ronan, and Ronan's like, he knows every shot in the game, you know what I mean? And Declan's going to be watching him and playing them shots, and you know, and it's like, it's so important to have a B game in this game, yeah, because you see the splits coming out lovely a lot of the time, but sometimes they don't come out lovely, and if you haven't got that patience and like knowledge of how to like stop, put your foot on the brake and then back on the accelerator, foot on the brake, back on the accelerator, they're the hardest players to beat, the ones that play the right shot all the time. Larry Larwood is wanting to play you for 50k. Time to get yourself the buzzers, mate. He's on. Larry Larwood, send him my way, mate. It'll not be for 50k, like, but if you want some match, you can come to Buzzers, I'll play him. See the white hit the cushion there and just the check just died. Did you see that?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
It did nothing, did it? Now he was expecting that to check back so he can stay on the red at the bottom there, you know.
Yep.
He might still be on it, like.
But because it slides.
It's slid for him, but I think he's still on it, so we get that one at the bottom out of the way, then come back up table, and then the clearance is easy then.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know what, by the looks of it, it still goes? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it flies in it. Yeah, you keep your money in your pocket, Brian, because they're my two awesome players, mate.
Is that yellow in the way? I think it is.
Paul.
So, by the looks of it, he's now either going to have to move the yellow out of the way of the black,
Paul.
or get on it into the middle pocket.
Oh, has he tied the black off?
I think so.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's having to look at it pretty hard, so I'd assume so.
Right, I've got a comment off Paul Cochrane. Don't talk poo dog. Can you explain yourself, Paul?
Oh, he's talking to Adam Kirk.
Oh, don't
His
talk.
nickname's Dog.
All right, sorry, mate. I thought you were having a little pop at me there. No problem, mate.
Buzzer was going to sort you out.
Buzzer don't mess about, you know. Nah, I like to go on with everyone, mate. Ryan is only ever under 21 world champion at both Black Ball and World Rules, multiple Scottish tourney winner, etc. Scotland's A men's team, A team. Yeah, well, Andrew Mulvey, that's what I was saying. I don't really know a lot about Ryan, but I hear good things about him, you know what I mean? So I praise the guy, but as time goes by, I'll get to know a lot more about him, and when I do any more commentaries, I'll be able to speak better on Ryan. But when you don't know much about somebody, it's hard to talk about them, you know what I mean? But I come up to Scotland, mate, for a few cash games. I'm sick of travelling, Adam, man. I've done miles and miles and miles, mate. Somebody need to come to me now. Why did the slide, Buzzer? I think the reason the cushions slide, mate, is just because they're new. It's, you know, when you play with check side on the ball on these rails, you just don't get anything. It doesn't work. But whereas you play the opposite side, the reverse spin, it works lovely. You get loads of spin and it works a treat. But check side, for some reason, just doesn't happen. I think it takes a couple of weeks for the tables to play in, and then them cushions will stop sliding like they do, and the check will take better. Yeah, it's a nice shot there, like.
Yeah, he's played that really well.
Played that beautifully there, like. So the kid's showing he can play, yeah. Nice. Yeah, he's a good young player, this kid. 3-3. Pretty even game, eh? I called a decider on the Declan game yesterday. I was close, wasn't I? It was 9-9, wasn't it?
What do you reckon to this one then?
It's looking like going to go all the way again, like.
Yeah, it's going to be close, I think.
Nothing between them. But you see with this game, one guy breaks well and the other guy has a little period of break and dry. They can sharp run 4 or 5 frames off, and a tight looking game can like not become tight no more, you know what I mean? One player can just run away with it. Thank you, Phil. Let them come to me, mate, yeah, because I've done miles. Aye, but you're shouting a guy playing for 50k when that's never going to happen. Me and Lakin have had 2 games. I won both games, and there's no more games between me and Lakin. Guy don't want to play, mate. But we've got great respect for each other, me and Lakin, and there's going to be no more games between me and him, mate. Thank you, Adam. Good luck for tonight, mate. Who would you not play from Scotland, if anyone? Well, at the minute, the Scottish boys are on fire, man. How the 3 Scottish boys are just like Gillespie, Dunster and Boyle at the minute, man. How good? What madman, right, would go play them 3 for money at this minute? I mean, I know I've got Geordie in us and I do some stupid things, But like, if you look at some of the money games I've had, mate, I've played them all, but I've kind of realised, like, stop playing these big players, Bri, because it's stupid. Because even if I win, I'm not going to get another game, you know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Like, because you know my last 9 money games? Do you know who I've played in them 9 games? Shall I run them off for you?
Go on then.
You ready? Chris Mallon, Mark Farnsworth, Tom Cousins, Ronan McCarthy, Rob Chilton, Craig Lakin twice, Ian Alley, Shane Thompson.
You really are nuts, aren't you?
Like, there's
what were the results? I'm intrigued.
Beat Ali, beat Thompson, lost twice to Lakin, lost 25-23 to Mellon, lost 25-17 to Farnsworth, lost 25-23 to Ronan, and lost 25-15 to Tom Cousins. But like, the only game I didn't really perform was the Chilton game. But like, I'm not taking anything away from Rob, you know what I mean? Like, just was one of them days.
Who do you think was the toughest opponent to play out of all of them?
Tom Cousins.
Yeah.
Because the guy's break is just like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
I'm potting like none, and he's getting like 5, 4, 4, 5. There was one frame, he come to the table, man, he had 2 reds left, mate.
Yeah. I've done that.
He had 2 reds, and he just like dropped one in, he's on the other, he's on the black.
Yeah.
And like, he's not going to miss from there, you know what I mean?
No, of course he isn't.
There was a little phase in that game with Tom Cousins, right? I went 5-2 up, and I didn't come back to the table to 10-5 down. So I sat in my chair for 8 frames, and I got 2 back. That made it 10-7. Then I sat in the chair for another 4, so that was 14-7. I got 2 back. I sat in the chair for another 4. That was 18-9. I got 2 back, and then he ran another 4. So that basically I couldn't win that game, mate.
Mad.
I cannot win because I haven't got a break like he's got. I kept breaking dry, so I cannot win. You know what I mean?
No.
And that's a reason why I'm not going to play these big boys from now on, because like, my break can be a little bit weak at times, whereas these seem consistent as ever. Yeah. And like, I'm not prepared to lose any more my backers money on playing like champions.
No, of course.
I've played my champions in my time. I ain't got nothing to prove at all. So it's time for me to stop being a bit savvy in the brain.
Yeah, of course.
Not so stupid. And
you've got to keep hold of your backers, haven't you?
And you know the reason I play all these players, mate, right, is because like, when you've played the best and then somebody offers you for a game, how can you say no when you've already played the best? Yeah. It's hard, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's only now I'm being responsible for me backers. Yeah. Because like, don't get us wrong, I love having these champions playing against them, because it's like, these all go on my CV, and when my game's finished, that CV stays. And like, I've had 60 money games, you know, in my time. 60. It's 60. A lot of games, you know what I mean? And in them 60 games, they're all top players, mate. I've played them all, man. Yeah. You know, so like, nobody could ever say I've got fear of anybody, because I've proved it, you know. Yeah, of course. But anyway, we'll get back to the game here.
There's some very tight results in some of those games.
There was some tight ones, but there was a couple where I just like the Tom Cousins one was the worst, because like, I didn't even feel like I was playing. I just sat and watched. But fair play to the guy, like, he was brilliant. He was, you know. I played Mick Hill as well. I played him.
What's the score with you, Mick?
15-14 to Mick. I played Carl Morris when he was world champion. I lost 11-10. Played Mark Selby twice. I lost 21-20 and 21-20. Who have I missed? Well, you can see by the names I've pronounced there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
all top dogs, man. I've actually thought about writing a book, you know, because I've got loads of mad stories that I could tell, man, and make people laugh and that. I played a guy once, right? Has anybody ever heard of a fella called Dave Pearson, the Ginger Wizard? You ever heard of him? He's an old-timer from years ago. He's actually the world speed pool champion in America now.
All right.
When I was 14-year-old, there was a pub in South Shields that got took over by this fella called Dave Pearson, the Ginger Wizard. That's
a nice little shot he's just played there.
Michael's mint, man.
Very well controlled.
So this fella, what was it? I said his name was
Dave
Pearson.
Yeah.
Right. So he takes a pub over in South Shields where I live, and he puts a sign up on the window saying, "Beat the professional, win a bottle of champagne." I'm only 14, but I was a little bit of an author daily when I was younger. I tried to make a quick buck from anything. So I sees this picture.
Can't imagine that from Newcastle.
I sees this picture on the window, right, saying beat the professional, win a bottle of champagne. I'm bound to win one game, you know what I mean? So I goes in, I plays this guy, and I wins a frame, no champagne. I wins another frame, still no champagne. So I asks the guy, I says, yeah mate, I've won 2 frames. Does that mean I get 2 bottles? He went, I'll tell you what I'll do for you, son. He said, I'll play you for 500 quid and I'll use a brush. I says, a what? You'll use a brush? Like a mopping brush, a sweeping brush? He was like, aye. I thought, he's off his head. I says, what's the catch? He says, you got to give me 7-0 lead, first to 15. I thinks, right, I'm having this. So I shoots off, I gets 500 quid. Comes back, I says, right, let's play. The first 3 frames, right, the guy kicked the brush off. So now he's got the handle in his hand.
Yeah.
He kicks the bottom of the brush away, right, and he starts chalking this big piece of wood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why I? So the first 3 frames, I don't get a shot. He's dished this 3 times in a row with a brush, right? So I'm now 10-0 behind. And I'm like, oh my God. I've given a guy a 7-0 lead and he's cleaning up with a mop handle like it's a cue, you know. So just by chance, right, at 10-0 behind, I put the white on the rail. And because the tip of the brush was so big and the white was so small against the rail, he couldn't hit it. It kept getting jammed under the top of the wood. So it was like moving an inch forward, 2 shots. So that's all I did for the rest of the game. I just kept leaving the white on the cushion because he couldn't hit it. And I come back and I won 15-14, man, honestly. What a game. So I actually played a guy with a brush and he was called Dave Pearson.
I nearly lost.
I nearly lost. Honestly, it's true.
Brilliant.
Some people are crying with laughter here because it's the truth. I tell you mad stories.
To be fair, if you look at my eyes, I'm pretty much crying with laughter as well.
It's the truth, mate. But like years later, I was watching Ian Wright Saturday night, right? Saturday night, Ian Wright. There was a programme on a Saturday. And who comes walking on? Dave Pearson.
No way.
Honest to God, Ian Wright's got him on the show, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's him. That's the guy I played with a brush all them years ago, you know what I mean? And he had to clear 3 pool tables in 3 minutes on the show.
Yeah.
And he done 3 tables in like 2 minutes 19 or something.
Wow.
Because that's what he does in America now, this guy, you know. He goes plays speed pool competitions. And they're like 50 grand a winner, you know.
Really?
And he's a multi-millionaire man off clearing tables and no time. I couldn't win.
That's ridiculous.
It would take me 3 days. They'd ban us from the event. Oh God. Was it? It was the sweepstakes, Bruce. Right, back to the game here. We are 5-3 to Michael, but this is going to be an easy finish for Ryan. Screw back off the side, real black in the middle. Game on. Shot that. Tell her another story, buzzer. I like me stories, you know. I'll think one up for you, mate. I'll try and do the stories when they're like in mid frames, right? But the problem is when I tell you a story, it kind of runs into the game. So I'm not telling you anything about what's actually I'm supposed to be telling you about. Oh God. Do you think I should be on stage? Do you think I'm in the wrong job here commentating? Michael's changed his break, he's going side break. See, I don't agree with that. See what's happened there, right? Michael's been breaking from the front and nailing balls. And like now all of a sudden he's gone to the side and he's not made one. Why would you change something that's winning? You know who I'm talking about, Rob? Dave Pearson, yeah? The Ginger Wizard. That's a true story what I've just told there, mate. And by the way, I didn't get the champagne still. I didn't get it. I got the 500 quid. Yeah, I played Ronan in South Shields a long time ago, mate. people didn't give me a chance. They didn't really know who I was, and I think Ronan had like nobody would play him, you know, like nobody would play him, and I played him, and I won easy. I beat him 15-6, and I think it shocked a lot of people, you know what I mean? They didn't expect him to be losing like by that score to me. But like I'm a hard money player, you know what I mean? I've been playing since I was 12, man. If you play something for so long, you're gonna get good at it, you know what I mean? Yeah, my game against Ronan in the Sky Lounge, actually was leading him 23-21 in that game also, but he came back and dished us 4 in a row. Buzzer worse than pots. Johnny, if you didn't like what you're hearing now, just switch off, will you, mate? You've always got to have your stupid little digging, didn't you? Johnny Mason. Can we get rid of Johnny Mason? Honestly, I'm just sick of his, like, he's just always putting like snidey little comments in, you know what I mean? Johnny, I'm going to give you one warning, right?
There's a warning, Johnny Mason.
One more snidey little comment from you, right, and you're gone, mate.
There's absolutely no need for it. He's just relaying some stories.
Do you know this guy's been doing this to me for years, you know. He's from my end. I don't know who he is, right? But he's always had a little pop with me for some reason. And it's like, who are you, mate? Johnny Mason, who are you? Exactly. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, it was Steve Lawson. It was like not long after that game with Darren when I played Ronan. I ended up going over to Ireland and played him as well. There's no buzzer chills rematch. See, I've got the public sticking up for us now with Johnny. See, Johnny, you haven't just got me telling you're off, you've got all the public now on your case, mate. Look at the do one Johnny's on the comments. See what you've done, Johnny? Should have kept it shut, mate. I'll leather him, Ari. Well, turn it off, Johnny. Get rid of Johnny Mason, mate. Get rid of him. He's a dick. Sorry for swearing. Like, that's the first time I've swore on stream, right? First time. It wasn't really a swear word. I was like kind of making the name Richard up. Johnny, you're a Richard, right? We'll leave it at that. You're now gone. See you. Just spoiled your pool weekend, you knacker. Look at the comments about my commentary here, mate. That says I should be getting paid off you, Jacob. Plenty of time for that, mate. There you go. Tune in to watch Mick. You'll not be watching with me more, Johnny, because you're gone, son. I hope you enjoyed that game with Mick, because it was your last.
Hey, will we in a minute?
Johnny, your last rights are now getting red, mate. I'll even give you a countdown to how many seconds you've got left before you're gone.
There you go. Someone's just said that Johnny Mason used to be Mickey Burke's mate.
Yeah, well, you see, Mick Burke is a really lovely kid, right? But you see this Johnny Mason guy. You've been doing this to me for a long time, mate, right? And I don't even know who you are, right? So for this reason, I'm not putting up with any more of your sarcastic little stupid comments. Is he gone?
Not yet, he will be there.
Can't wait to get rid of him. No, Richard. Because I swore I wasn't having to go at your name. I know people with the name Richard can also be known as Dick. And I used the name Richard to coincide with Johnny, because I didn't want to swear. So I apologise for Richard, right? I call you Richard, mate. He didn't really say not bad, Thomas. It's just, he's like... He's just not. I just can't understand like where he comes from. He's actually a Geordie as well. Would you believe? Maybe he's jealous. Maybe he wants to be a pool player and he just kind of play, and he's just like one of them people that get bitter and just puts snotty little comments out, you know. But then he spoiled it for herself. Has he gone yet?
Stop hassling me, buzzer. I'm doing it.
See, this'll stop the next one from kind of having a go in it. See, they're all saying like Johnny is now. Look what you've done, Ronnie. I even called you Ronnie there, Johnny. Look what you've done. Everybody wants you gone, mate. So this game 5-5, it's looking right good now, like.
Oh, he's a mate. Well, he's friends with Michael Rhodes.
Looks like something off Batman. Look at them eyebrows. Get yourself an eyebrow. You need an eyebrow wax, Johnny. Looking at that picture there. Get your eyebrows done, son. Yeah, this boy can play. I said it from the beginning. I haven't really talked about the pool. I really apologise. Right, what we're looking at here. Not the easiest of finishes. Probably... Just looking here. Probably take reds here.
Bye-bye, Johnny Mason.
Bye, Johnny. He's gone, people. I know you are kidding, Phil. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Hope you're good too, mate. Not been and seen you for a long time. I know I was supposed to be commentating on the pool, and I've talked about nothing of the pool at all. Right, so, did he take reds there, did he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I see. Come on, son. I think Ryan could be taking a 6-5 lead here, like. Starting to settle into this match. There's good cue ball control required, and no problem, mate. Yeah, Jacob's just gone to find out who the next stream game is, so when we find out, I'll let you know who that is. And when he comes back also, I'll give you a score update as well. If you had to pick one person you wouldn't want to play tomorrow, who would it be, Buzzer? Well, I tell you what it is, right? I've never flinched anybody in the pool world. I've played them all, but there's one guy I won't want to play him because of how quick he could do a job on you, and that's Jordan Shepherd. Yeah, I've got loads of stories, but like I've got to commentate on the pool, and here we go. I've got you some scores. How do I get to the top? I'll give you scores from. I'll give you scores from losers round 2 and winners round 2. What's your name? Charlie. Charlie's just trying to help us work the computer because I'm illiterate. Well, computer illiterate. Right, so in winners round 2, we have got Liam Dunster will play Jack Whelan next. That's a good game. There's all great games coming up now, like Craig Marshall play Mick Hill, Craig Layton will play Mark Farnsworth, Neil Rayburn will play Jake Dillon Newlove. That's just of now. I'll scroll up and I'll get you the scores for you. So we've got losers round 1 is Chris Mellon 8, Shane Webster 3, Mark Fleming 4, John McAllister 8, Keane Monaghan 3, Matt Steeper 8, Ricky Jones 8, Dave Sanderson 4, Andrew Appleton 6, Buzzer 8, Billy Webster 5, Gav Robinson 8, Kerry Bissell 4, Chris Dyson 8, Drew Hughes 4, Seb Webb 8, Jeff Allen 2, Graham Whitten 8, and Ryan Clark 8, Luke Wigglesworth 4. Go back to the game now. Thanks for the nice comments. I think it's actually like my story's better than the pool, didn't you? You just want to see how many people are saying tell another story, man. Yeah, you got to remember, you know, like pools, like now, like snooker, you know, it's like smaller, it's tighter area. The rules are different. The only things that are the same is you got to put the balls in the pockets. Pool is nothing like snooker, believe us. Sod the pool buzzer, your stories are better. But I really appreciate the nice comments as well, like. So Ryan's played a little safety shot there. If he's left Michael a pot, he'll pot it off. Because this guy does not miss, mate. When it comes to potting balls, he's just one of the best potters I've seen, actually, single ball potters, like. But Ryan Davie's showing his calibre here that he's no mug, like, isn't he? Because, like, as I say, I know Michael's like a player and it's like right up there, and he ain't phasing Ryan at all here. Best player, in my opinion, is Mick Hill. I'll find out who the next stream game for you is. Jacob's just gone to find out.
No, not sure yet. It'll be Ryan. No, it'll be Ross Burney against either Rob Chilton or Sean Story. And then after that, we're having Ryan Clark and Collins.
So I got the next game up for you. It's either going to be Ross Fernie
either Rob Chilton or Sean Story
versus Rob Chilton or Sean Story. And then the match after that one will be Call Boys v Ryan Clark. Them are both race to ace games in the loser section, yeah. Them are loser section games. I've got Marshy sat with us on the left. You still batting in the winner side, Marshy? Some boy. Nice easy one for you. Marshy McHill at 9 o'clock tonight. That's going to be a great game, that one. Because Marshy's a carrot, aren't you, mate? You're a carrot, aren't you? Yeah. Have you heard the guy sing also? You're a brill singer, aren't you? Huh? Yes, you are like a bat out of hell. Hey, come on the commentary with us, mate. There you go. Got Marshy with us, look. We're having a great laugh on the commentary, mate. You really like it.
I bet, mate, I bet.
We've had some good reports. So we've got the 2017 World Champion you were, Craig, is that correct?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
And how do you feel now not being World Champion? Do you think the pressure's off a bit, or?
Yeah, it is. It was a strange feeling when I sort of won it, because the year after it I just couldn't win a tournament.
You just struggled after
that.
that.
I struggled, yeah.
Do you think that was because you
maybe?
Do you think that was because you won the big tournament?
Yeah, because when I won it, I went number one as well after winning it. Right. I took over Mark, and I sort of felt like, well, I've done it now. What do I do next? Sort of thing. And it was hard to sort of.
So you think you took your foot off the gas?
Yeah, massively. I stopped practicing and sort of stopped playing really.
And this year you're back to practice?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, playing. I'm sick of losing now. So
sick of losing all the time.
Sick of losing. So
you're sat right to the next guy when it comes to losing, mate. You know, got a good one. I can feel for you on that department, mate.
What? How's it going? All right.
Yeah, mate, it's been really good. This game here that we've got is. Can you predict the winner on this one?
No, to be honest, Ryan's a really good player. I haven't seen him for quite a few years because I think he plays a lot of sort of stuff in Scotland now rather than coming down here to play.
Right. Could you do me a favour, Craig?
Yeah.
Could you speak a little bit for the people about Ryan, because I don't know a lot about him. I've spoke the best I can.
He played for Scotland for quite a few years. I've seen him a lot in Bridlington playing sort of international stuff. But the last sort of maybe 4 years, I haven't seen a lot of him, to be honest, because he hasn't played, and he's played a lot of like under 23 sort of stuff instead. But he's a really good player. He won a big tournament last week in Edinburgh. He won the Edinburgh Open, I think it was, and they were all in it. Boyle, Dunster, they were all
Gillespie, the three hot shots,
and he won it. So he's obviously a good player. Like he's obviously playing some good stuff at the moment as well.
So we'll look at like the countries at the minute. you got your Welsh lads, yourself, Ben. You got the Scottish lads, Liam, Boyle, Gillespie.
Yeah.
The field is becoming now like ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh yeah, incredible stand-up. I mean, look, if anybody is online now, have a look at 1Q score and have a look at the loser section. The loser section of this tournament is brutal. You should see some of the names in there, incredible, and that's the loser section. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm at. The loser section.
Honestly, it's incredible. I was looking at it just now. It's crazy.
Tough field. So you want to stay in that winner section, Chris?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So we mentioned a few names there, didn't we? Like yourself, Ben, Goobsy, Liam.
Yeah.
And that's 5 people we've mentioned there. Now you can only have one winner.
Yeah.
So like when you come into these events now, we haven't mentioned Mick Hill, Phil Harrison, Ronan McCarthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mark Farnsworth, Neil Rayborn. Shall I keep going?
Exactly. I mean, even people that are not even playing great at the moment. Let's off the top of my head, let's say Rob Chilton, for instance. He's not getting many results at the moment, winning wise, but what a great player he is. Do you know what I mean? So like, I mean, where does it end?
So now, like the names we've just mentioned there, will give the people at home watching and listening in like an understanding of how hard it is to win a pool tournament
definitely.
in this current climate.
Well, Tom Cousins was a prime example. Yeah, but he was a prime example the other day. He said, we were talking, and he said this black ball lark. He said, I've had enough already. He said it's too hard to win a tournament. Yeah. And it is, because any tournament you win now in black ball, because there's so many good players now.
And he hasn't even started yet.
And it hasn't started really, no. So like, that just says it all for me.
Have you spoke to Tom about him practicing on a blue cloth? How does he feel about switching from green to blue?
He doesn't mind it. He said it's okay.
Has he got the hang of it pretty quick, hasn't he?
I think so.
Because there's a definite difference between the two cloths.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When you're doubling balls on the blue cloth, they straighten up a lot, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And you can get them lots of side on the blue cloths. Whereas if you try to get that same side on these current cloths we're playing on, it's not happening, is it?
No, I think it's because the green is a lot more slippery as opposed to the blue stuff.
Have you played any shots with check side while you've been here this
weekend?
Yeah,
loads. It doesn't take, does it? No. Doesn't take, it just stops and spins, doesn't it? So
try and stay away from playing check side this week. But the other side works a treat, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it will, like once the tables, because they're brand new, the cloths are actually brand new. Like yesterday, I think a lot of them got done. So once they bed in, I think they'll be alright in the end.
They take a couple of weeks, innit?
Yeah, they are.
Normally happens. So I find when I get the tables done in my club, they're sliding all over for the first 2-3 weeks. But once they get bedded in, they're like mint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so this is. I think I predicted this game going all the way to the wire.
Yeah, I wouldn't be at all. To be honest, I wouldn't be at all surprised at whatever score. To be honest,
it's looking that way at the minute. Like they look perfectly matched for each other. Like.
Yeah, they do.
So like these two are both money players as well. You know, maybe this could be a potential good money match for future refs.
Yeah, Ryan's got one coming up now, and he's playing young Deck, Deck Brennan.
That asked us, the people on the commentary, on the posts here, that asked us who I thought I would win in that game, and what I said to them was, Declan's got a bit of match experience when it comes to money, whereas Ryan hasn't had a game I know of.
I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't answer that, but I don't remember him playing a big one.
Yeah, well, I offered to play a standing game with him a few weeks ago. He was supposed to play a fella up in Scotland, and he got cancelled the last minute. So I spoke with Steve at Santa Alison and says, look, if you wanted just a game for him for a couple of grand, I'll come up and play him, you know, but it was too short a notice. But that game with me is not going to happen now anyway, so he's now playing Declan. And what I said to the people on the stream was, if you've never played a money game before and you get put in that arena and you can't handle it, there's a lot of players who are great who don't play for money, isn't there?
Me, I'm my prime example. I really struggled. I played Boyle twice.
And how did you feel?
The first time I was absolutely awful, and I was all over the place.
Did the crowd get it? Did you feel the pressure, like being like the main man in the arena? You know, all the eyes is on you, didn't you?
Yeah, and like I went up on my own as well. I went to Scotland on my own. Didn't take anybody with me. Just thought, oh well, it's another game, just another game. And it wasn't just another game. It was totally different atmosphere.
Like 100 mad Scots.
Yeah,
like
it was a totally different atmosphere, and it was really hard to play in. And well, he battered me the first. I think he beat me something like 31-23 or something, or 31-20 or something daft like that it was. So, but the second one I played a lot better down my way. I lost like 31-29, but I played a lot better that day. I just got a bit unlucky, I think. But the second time I was a bit more used to it, used to the boisterous and stuff.
So do you think you would play more in the future, or is it not for you?
I would, but I mean, it's not really for me. I'd prefer playing in tournaments and stuff. But I mean, if the right game come up, I'd probably play again. Yeah, I would have thought.
And the pool's definitely on the rise, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All the tournaments we've got to play, and all the prize money's starting to get better, isn't it? Everything's
incredible.
Somebody asked a question early on whether they reckon the pool would get on main TV. So already it is there already on Free Sports, but I think sooner down the line you're going to get a bigger TV broadcaster coming in.
Yeah, I think so. Well,
this is a great game, isn't it?
Well, with the BBC now this year, with the IPA, and they're involved again now this year with the tour. So, I mean, you can't get any bigger than sort of terrestrial TV, really. So if we can get it on there, because at the moment it's just on the red button, I think, isn't it?
Wouldn't it be great?
Oh, it would be.
If we could get our sport on TV,
definitely.
Because there's definitely a market there for it, isn't it?
Huge market, huge following, huge following.
You've got to get away the darts, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Follow that kind of route. Not totally like the darts, but like.
Yeah, I think we'll struggle with the sort of what do you say, the sort of rowdiness in the darts. I mean, I don't think you can have that in the pool, but you can have a bit of it. Don't get me wrong, but
they're telling we should get it on, me and you, Marshy.
What's that, mate?
Get it on, Buzzer, you and Marshy. Nah, it's not going to happen with me and Chris. I'm not playing no more World Champions, right? Just leave me and World Champions alone. I've had enough of them, right? And give us somebody that hasn't won a World Championship. It's not. It's like, see, like I play a lot of money games.
Yeah, of course. You have, yeah.
And like what I've done is I've shot myself right in the foot.
Yeah.
Because I've played all them champions.
Exactly.
And like now when I want a game, I've got to play like Mark Boyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Liam Dunster.
Yeah.
Scott Gillespie. I can't wait. You know.
Exactly.
I mean? You know,
exactly. That's exactly what I done. I went straight in the deep end. I played. We had a money match day years ago, England versus Wales, down our club in Neath, and we had a team match. Me, Ben, Tom, and Mark Bowen played Mick, Mellin, Chilton, and Rayburn. See, it was some match.
Two good teams.
Unbelievable. We won the team match. I beat Chilton for 500. I can't remember who else. But Mick played twice. He played Twiggy and Wardy. And he won both his matches and pulled his money back. Yeah. But we won a team event. And I played that, and then not long after that, I played Boyle twice, and that's the only matches I've ever played. So, where'd you go now from there? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Where do you go from
there? You can't really play,
Yeah, so I'm done with like these top money players. Well, not so much top money players. These top champions. My time with playing them lot's done. I was telling Jacob earlier on, I ain't got now to prove. You know what I mean, Craig?
Exactly.
So it's like, I'm going to look after me backers from one. I think I've lost them enough. Like, my record's actually quite good, Craig. I've had 60 games in my time, Christ. And I'm 40 for 20.
Is it?
I'm 40 for
Christ,
20,
that's good.
so I've got a WhatsApp workout percentage-wise. That's
66%. Yeah, that's right.
Bad,
that's good. Very good.
And
that's a lot of money over.
I was also saying to them all, like, when you're a money player, right, you see a lot of money players coming and going. You'll see them, and then they lose a couple and you don't see them no more. And like,
that's right. But that's understandable as well. I mean,
because you can't keep losing your backers money.
No, that's right. No, that's right. You can't keep losing anything.
There's going to be a cut-off point where them backers say, "Yeah, there's enough's enough."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's it. Yeah.
So my last game I played, I was coming off the back of 3 losses. Right, that'll be 3 losses with Chilton, McCarthy, and Cousins. Right,
Christ,
so like, there's no disgrace to losing them 3, right?
Absolutely.
But you see, when I go into match number 4, if I lose match number 4, which was Shane Thompson, another tough player, but not World Championship status, you know what I mean?
Of course,
I'm not taking out away from Shane, he's a great player,
of course he is.
but he hasn't got that World Champion status about him, you know what I mean? If I lose that game with Shane, then my next money game is potentially my last.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I know I can't keep losing games because these people who are backing us are going to get sick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right,
Because I won the game with Thompson, it kind of reset the clock. So I've now got a few more money games in us. I'm not ended yet.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
So there's a question for you there, mate.
Is my game, mine, and Mick's game is going to be streamed? Jacob's answered it, I think. Yeah.
Craig Marsh and Mick Hill stream later, yeah? Possibly. I can't believe that, mate. Got to get that. So you might get that game on later on. That'll be a great game for the viewers. Have you played Mick many times, Greg?
I can only remember a handful. I think it's 3-4 times maybe. I think I've won 3 of them, I think. remember rightly. But yeah,
so you got good record on him then, yeah?
Yeah, I've played him a few times.
Because there's not many people got good records with him, is there?
Yeah, because he was playing World Rules for such a long time, I haven't really played him a lot, you know.
You not play World Rules?
No, I played a little bit of it on the IPA when it was World Rules, but
totally different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You take control in that game, and you're in control, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas in this game, you're in the same position, you're in no control.
You've always got a way out in this game, haven't
you? Yeah, I was saying early on, you can get you could have 3 bags covered, like in black ball, and you can have 3 balls next to them pockets. Whereas if you are playing World Rules, you are dead.
Oh yeah.
You can't win, you know what I mean? But in these rules,
you always got a chance. That's why I like them, to be honest.
You got 3 skill shots and the frame's open, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Buzzer and Marshy on the backs. No, we're not. I'm on Lucas Aid and Marshy's on
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Reckons he's on at 9 against Farnsworth. No, Marshy is playing Mick Hill at 9, yeah?
Yeah.
Mick Hill for Marshy. Like I say, I'm reading a comment about a guy taking his time around the pool. Like, you know, when you're playing pool, you say if you rush around the table and you don't study your clearances, you'll make a mistake. So there's nothing wrong with Ryan doing what he's doing. All he's doing is finding his route, getting his pattern, locking it into his brain, and he's following his route. There's nothing wrong with that. The guy's not actually a slow player.
The problem is with that, is what he had there, is that he was in a lot of trouble there if he missed. Yeah. He was losing the frame if he missed, so he had to go, and he had to go because he was in so much trouble.
And that was a great finish.
Yeah, it was a great finish, yeah. The balls were really awkward at the start.
Yeah, and he took them out well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He played a good double on his last yellow to get position.
Like, I get a bit of a bad rep, right, for my time around the table, Craig. And I have to be a little bit defensive for myself sometimes because I watch other players playing, right, and they are slow. Where I can be slow is at the start of a frame, where I'm assessing. You know, when my brain's processing, right, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Rather than just going down potting balls.
Yeah, that's right. Some people like to play slower and have to think about it. Like some people can't think about it. Off the top of my head, let's say Lakin, for instance. Once he starts thinking, that's the end of it.
Yeah, but you're not a slow player, are you?
No,
you're quite
I'm quite quick. Yeah,
free flowing, aren't you?
But we were talking about it earlier. Funny enough, we were talking to Lakin about it, and he said as soon as I start thinking, I'm hopeless. He said everything just goes out the window. So he just tends to go down, pot the first ball he sees, and then sort of work the finish out as he goes along. Because Some people are like that. But
so what I find from the start of a frame, right? If the balls are all on, and you still got to work your clearance out.
Of course you have, yeah.
But now when them balls are not on, Craig, right?
Yeah.
But you're forced into a position where you've got to go.
Yeah.
If you're not going to take that little minute and assess what you're doing, there's a good chance you're going to mess it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And when you're travelling hundreds of miles to tournaments at the cost of lots of pounds.
Yeah.
You don't want to just be banged out in 20 minutes, do you? You want to give yourself a chance, don't you?
Corey's online by here now. He played Lakin the other day in a tournament, and he had a lot of stick for playing really slow.
Yeah, I watched that game.
But he won 8-1.
I actually commented, made a post on that game, right? And I said, I get a lot of stick for the speed I play at.
Yeah.
And now I'm watching this in front of us. I don't believe I'm actually slow, mate.
No.
I believe I am is slow at the beginning when I have to assess my clearance.
Yeah.
And then from that minute onwards,
some people don't see them as fast as others. Simple as that. That's all it is. I mean, it takes a bit of time sometimes to work it out.
Well, some frames, you mightn't want to go game because they're just not on. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do then? Just hand the frame to you without giving a fight up. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter, mate, Craig. I want you to win your frames. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah.
They want to just keep handing them to you. So.
Yeah, Andrew Mulvey, I agree with you. I think a lot of people are obsessed with the speed that people play. I don't really see why it makes a difference as long as they pot in all the balls. I mean, as long as he can his finish, it doesn't really matter.
He's right. Boys, can I ask a question, Marshy and Buzz? When you break OK and the ball's clearance isn't on, will you still go for it? I think get two attacking me, I can't help but still go for it. Right, I'll let Craig go first and then I'll follow him after him.
It's strange because I always seem to see a finish, whether it's even if I've got 3 on the rail, I always think of 4 touching each other or whatever. I always see a shot that I can nudge that one to land on this, so something like that. But I mean, it depends how much confidence you've got. I suppose if you're confident and you think you can get him, go for him. But I mean, me personally, I like to have a bash at most finishes, if I'm honest, no matter how tough they are. But like obviously Buzzer now sat next to me, I'm sure he'd be a little bit more methodical and sort of take a few bags or something. But I tend to go for them. I'm the same as you, Steve.
Yeah, well, I'd be taking the pockets. I'm the total opposite of
Yeah,
Craig.
total opposite.
I won't be looking for double all four of them or knock them out. I'll probably just take a pocket, take control, leave you out. Hopefully, just you're going to go for it, fall into my trap.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll just pick up the pieces with all your remaining balls gone.
Absolutely.
I've got no obstacles to run behind that can cause us problems.
I've always been a sort of, I'll go for these. If I get them, marvellous. If I don't, I'll just break in this next one.
Yeah, but
sometimes
you even forced into them, won't
you? Yeah, that's right.
Like even if you don't want to go, you have to because you know you beat anyway at your last shot.
As Emma says, but it's all personal preference as well. I mean, depends how some people go for the finish because they don't want to get dragged into a frame. It's because they'd rather sort of think, well, the balls will be up next frame, I'll just crack on with the next one. So it depends how you look at things. Like my attitude is, if I go for them and miss, well, I've had my chance. I'll have a crack at the next frame. I'll dish the next one. So
it's quite a good mindset what you've got, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean,
now can I hit you with a question coming from like a more tactical player myself?
Yeah,
I'm not full on tactical. I'm just very strong with the tactics. You know what I mean? So say if I was playing like yourself, right, and we're going into a game which was constant scrap. Would there become a time where you say, I've got to stop putting my foot on the gas here.
Yeah,
and I have to stop.
Yeah, I would definitely start sort of trying to change the game myself from my point of view. I'd sort of try and play a little bit faster, break the balls up a little bit, see how it goes. Because if you're getting dragged into a game, you need to try and change something for yourself. Because if you're getting dragged into a game and you're not winning the frames, then something has to change. Otherwise, you're going to get beat, simple as that. So you have to try and change something.
So you even personally would be prepared to change your attacking style?
Yeah, absolutely.
And say, right, I'm not losing this game because I'm handing frames over.
The thing with pool players and people watching, people think that the likes of like myself and Tom Cousins and people who play Ben and play quick and attack in pool, they think we can't fudge. We can. We just choose not to. Yeah. We know the game. We know we've been playing long enough, and we played a lot of frames over the years where we can put ourselves into a position if we want to, if we need to. I just prefer to play the open game and just pot all the balls
in that attacking frame of mind.
And that's what I prefer.
Time,
sometimes you have to do it, you have no choice. But I mean, I just prefer to play like that. That's all.
Because you're a really freestyling player, and I watch you play, and you're a great doubler.
Yeah,
I watch you double balls in middle pockets, and I don't think I've seen you miss one, mate. In the time I've watched you, you're a really good doubler of middle pocket balls.
It's really strange because I tend not to play them as well. I only play them if I have to, because I'd rather knock them at the rails if I land on them. But
sometimes are these pockets being so generous, you can run them up the rails also, can you? You'll find your doubles come in where your blockers on them rails, you can't run them up.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no shift on that sort of time when you're knocking them doubles in, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So I think this game's going on the clock here. It's getting monitored by the referee because it's a bit of a slow game. But like at the end of the day, these guys are playing big money to enter these tournaments, and if they need to take the time, then they will take their time. Nobody wants to go out.
Brutal.
There's a little bit banter what game's going on later on because there's that many big games, right? They don't know what to show you. But I think I'd go for game number 82.
Game number 82. Me, is it? Yeah, there's some cracking games tonight at 9 o'clock.
So if you haven't got Q score in front of you, 82 means absolutely nothing to you.
Dunster plays Jack Whelan. I play Mick. Farnsworth plays. Who did Farnsworth play? Lakin. Yeah, there's some great games at 9 o'clock, and that's just the top half. Yeah, that's another great game. Lakin Farnsworth.
I think Farnsworth against Lakin. I think Farnsworth will use all of his experience in that game.
Yeah, I think he'll need to as well because I mean Lakin's really dangerous when he gets going,
and he does well against the big players. Doesn't he?
He likes playing the big players as well.
Kind of brings his A game out, doesn't he?
He played. He beat Hibbert earlier.
He beat him,
He beat Hibbert,
What was the score?
11-9.
11-9, because Gareth's a great player.
Gareth's a great player, yeah.
Do you find a lot of the older fellas are like a little bit harder to deal with, Craig? than the young guns? Would you rather be playing like a young
I'd prefer
gun?
playing the sort of older fellas, me, I think.
You'd rather play the older ones?
I don't know why. I think some people got a few sort of battle scars, and they sort of, you can catch them on an off day, like, you know what I mean. I think the youngsters, they're just not afraid of anyone. They just go in and just
got no fear,
go, and they're so dangerous like that.
That's probably because these black ball rules are kind of canny new, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are.
And
so they've grown up with them.
And they've took over, haven't they?
Yeah, of course they have. Yeah.
I played world rules, you know, Craig, for over 25 years.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll never switch over. But everybody around us has switched. And it's like me, there's like me left on my own. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to switch it over. And when I first started to play these rules, I couldn't quite get my head around, like, hanging a pocket and my guy skill shotness. I couldn't get my head around it.
Yeah.
But then you see, when I started to adapt that into my game, I've got to understand that these black ball rules are really good for the game. They're going to take it forward, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is there anything you would change about them?
Break rule.
What about calling a skill shot?
Possibly. I mean, it depends what sort of angle you look from. I mean, sometimes you need a bit of luck. Sometimes you're not sure where the balls are going to go, so sometimes you just have no choice but to just go in and just hope. I mean, luck plays a part in all cue sports. So I mean, sometimes I think keeping the luck factor. I think you need to keep the luck factor for lesser players as well. Anyway, I mean, because sometimes they're going to need a little bit of luck against the top boys, and if you take that away from them, then all of a sudden then there's more. You know, the top players are more protected again. Then, do you know what I mean? So, for me, I think you should keep it the way it is. But the break rule,
stop protecting the top players.
That's
a good angle.
That's right. That's right. Isn't it? I mean, that's what they've done with the snooker rankings. When Henry was at the top, he was so protected because he wasn't starting so late in tournaments, and he was getting so many ranking points all the time that he could never fail to be outside the top 8. Do you know what I mean? For a long time, even though he was the best anyway then, but he couldn't fail to be outside the top 8 because of the way the ranking system was. I just think protecting the top players, I think keeping the luck factor in it is good for everyone, in my opinion.
So you keep everything bar the break, and what rule would you change from the break?
I think the one shot after the break is right. If you get kicked in off in the break,
you're not going to get double punished,
because the standard now of pool. That's a bad miss by Ryan. That is.
What about say the opening shot being able to play red onto yellow? Would you change that the way it was the same colour type thing?
You're sort of going back to sort of Chinese rules then.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be a lot fairer, you know. I think the players would get a lot more shots if they took that rule away.
Yeah, maybe you might be right. I mean, like, the break rule is so big now in this game.
It don't matter how good you are, you can lose 8-0 to anybody, can't you, mate?
Absolutely.
I was saying yesterday on the commentary, I've lost to 8-0 loads of times. But it ain't because I've played terrible.
You're not getting a shot.
I've had 4 breaks.
Yeah, I think I done it. Did I play with one of the events? You done 8-1 or something?
You done me 8-2. But I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
Didn't get a shot.
You were just brilliant, weren't you?
But that's the thing with the rule, and that's why I like the one shot off the break, because if you get kicked off in the break, and you get a chance then.
Thanks, Andy Collette. We've had loads of nice comments by people, by the way, with the commentary. I know we haven't talked a lot actually about the game itself, but if
Lakin's online.
Stop swearing, Lakin.
Aye.
You get told off, mate. So, scores on the doors. It is looking like Michael is going to go into a 7-frame lead. I was also explaining early on about snooker players coming from snooker backgrounds, how easy the pot. You from snooker background too, yeah? So you will have found when you first started playing this game, Craig, that potting balls for you was a doddle.
Yeah.
But the actual playing of the game was what you had to learn, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Because what it was, I come from, I played junior pool for Wales when I was a kid, and I quit down for I think it was 7 or 8 years. I didn't play at all, no pool at all. I just played snooker all the time. And I was looking at going pro. I was playing loads of snooker with all those people and stuff, and I sort of fell through. I had a sponsorship deal fall through, and then I just wrapped it in all together, and I played again then. And I come back to this then from that, and I played ever since. I think I was 21 when I come back.
So if you didn't have that little bit of pool background before the snooker, you would have had to learn that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have, yeah.
And this is what I was saying about Michael earlier on. Michael's from a snooker background.
Yeah.
And when it comes to potting balls on the table, he pots everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss.
I was talking to on one of the streams last week in the Savannah event. I watched him in the Savannah event. I watched one of his matches on there, and he's a great cueist. He pots some really good balls. but he seems to get lost in the patterns a bit. The way he goes,
he's still learning the pool
the way
game.
the way he goes about to finish, he goes the wrong way a lot. But that's just coming because he comes from snooker, and because he doesn't know the game.
But if he keeps getting open balls, he ain't going to miss.
He's really good. He's really good, yeah.
But I was saying earlier on about Michael's break here, right? He's been breaking at the start of the match, right? Head on, and he was making balls. But for some reason, he decided to change and go to a cut break. When he was making balls, since he's done that change, he hasn't been making any balls at all. So we're going to have a fudgy game this one by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'll leave this one to you, mate.
Leave this one to me. Where'd you start with him? Oh, he's got nout, has he?
No, there's nothing happening.
He's going to have a few little tippy-tappies, aren't he, until somebody leaves a little opening here.
Yeah.
This could be 3-4 shots later, this couldn't it? I think the better balls out the two are probably yellows, I would say.
What do you from there?
Well, you've got a red at the top tide.
Good one.
I don't know. Yeah, this is just so scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it all depends who moves that red or yellow up there that they're playing close to now. When one of them gets moved in, they'll have a better set.
Yeah, sooner or later this is going to open itself, this for him, isn't it? Like, it'll be tippy-tappy for a while, but it'll open itself up, won't it? My cat's breath smells of cat foot.
Cat food.
My dog's breath smells of dog food.
Strange, isn't it?
Craig Lakin, let's boom. Yes, you're certainly booming, aren't you, Craig? Huh? You're on fire in these tournaments, aren't you, mate? Lakin does really well in these tournaments, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Yeah, he does.
I like Craig. I think he's a character. He's good for the game, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's right.
Right, so there's the opening there. Ryan wasn't prepared to sit around and wait, but I think that might cost him the frame, like. That might cost him that, mightn't it?
Yellows are all open now.
A little bit of impatience there. And then when you're looking at the scoreline, 7-6, this is a big frame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Funny now, we're talking about Lakin now. Me and Appleton were sat watching his game with Fernie yesterday for a bit, and Appleton turned around to me and said, "Oh, why doesn't this boy win more tournaments?" And I just said, "Well, he's alcoholic."
Did you hear about my match when I played him, mate? Did you know what he done in the first game I played him, right? I'm 20-15 down to 21, right?
Right.
Lakin's ball. He's got to get one more. He's got to get one more for him, right? So he orders 20 Jaeger bombs.
Oh my God!
Right? He's already starting though, right? See, when he knocks them Jaeger bombs in, it's 20 each. And on the last frame, right, he's Chinese snooker, and he's that drunk. He puts the white straight in the pocket, mate. He doesn't even hit the ball. He misses it completely. The ball he's aiming for, he misses it by 3 balls. Puts the white straight in the bag in the deciding frame.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, hey, I'm glad he ordered them 20 Jaeger bombs at 2015. Like, I think he got well rollicked off his management team for that, you know.
Oh.
It was funny, mate. It was.
Crazy, man. Crazy boy.
Yeah, but the pool's got some great characters, haven't we?
Oh, it has, yeah. And I tell you something, there's I think you'd be lost without them, to be honest.
You need characters, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
I think in the snooker world there's not many, is it?
There's not many.
You've got Ronnie and Judd Trump, but the rest are kind of like robotic, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Selby was quite funny when he first started, but he sort of
got serious as well,
bit now.
He got serious.
Yeah. But
maybe it's like when you get that mantle of like see when you got the world championship and now you had that world #1.
Yeah.
Did you have any feelings of arrogance about you? Did you become more arrogant, or did you?
No,
you kept grounded, mate.
I sort of tend to be one of the boys. I do. I just like to have a laugh and sort of.
Yeah, you stay that way, mate, because I think you can see a lot of people when they win things.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get us wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, but it does bring an air of arrogance.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I just like to be a wind up and just mess about. I do that. So that's just me all over. That is.
You're a good guy, aren't you, mate?
You're
full of fun every time I see you. Every time I come to the tournaments, you've always got a smile for us. And I've not known you that long, have I?
No.
I've only met you like via the tournament.
Yeah, of course.
I think we've got a canny rapport when I do. Come across you, I always say hello, and you've always got a smile back for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that's how it should be, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got to have respect at the end of the day.
I think all of the pool players, majority
Good shot.
respect each other, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do, yeah.
And I spoke also on the commentary yesterday about a lot of the negativity within the pool world, how much they can slate and slag each other, and there's a lot of it goes too far. And
I think it does go too far sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
It needs to be peaceful, doesn't it? Because we're all one community, and at the end of the day, we're all the pool community. And if we all work together and pull together as a one, we can all make it stronger.
Absolutely.
But if you all have an in-house fight and potential sponsors and all that, will look at this and they'll think, I'm not going near that.
No, that's
you know what I mean? So if the pool will come together, not just the players, but like the watchers, the backers, the sponsors, everybody, this game can definitely go places, can't it, mate? I think it has got a time. Its time's coming. I really do believe. And the problem with me is I'm going to be too old.
I probably will be now, by the time he comes round.
I've been playing for this is my 35th year, Craig. Right? I started when I was 12. I'm coming up to 47, and I feel like I might just catch the back end of it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean.
Because I think 3-4 years from now, I think I can see what game on proper telly like. If not,
Paul Cochran, breathe, brother, for buzzer.
Sorry, Paul. That poor lad can't get a word in, can he? But I'm enjoying the commentary, mate.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
good fun.
So, what do you think he's going to do with that, mate?
Meanwhile, I think he's going to be standing that yellow over the middle bag, isn't he? Putting the one down this cushion now, standing into the yellow, pushed it over the middle bag.
And then everything's easy then, isn't it?
Yeah. That yellow in the middle of the table looks a bit awkward because I don't think it goes anywhere. I think he has to play a shot to get on it.
It's got to go somewhere in the right-hand side of the table, doesn't it? So it's either right middle or right top.
That's what I'm thinking. So if he pots the one down the rail, stands the yellow over the middle, he could then clip the one in over the hole up the top
and come down
to sort of land in an area
That's
where
just good cue ball control required there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I don't think he has much option of anything else, to be honest.
He's definitely not fudging, is he?
No, absolutely not.
A big frame this one, isn't it?
It is,
yeah. Nice shot, lovely shot.
I don't think he can see that. He can't see that yellow.
If that yellow's gone and stopped all he's been really unlucky there, hasn't
he? Yeah, I mean, it might go past, but he might move the yellow with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've had some characters on the commentary, like.
Mr. Jordan Shepherd behind me just got through, I think.
Jordan won, yeah.
Yeah,
I had the loser of that game.
He had a big lead and he got back to sort of 8-all, I think.
Yeah.
But then he managed to get over the line.
Because Martin's local, isn't he? Martin's Doncaster lad.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And he comes from a world rules background.
He does, yeah.
Martin was a really great player, a long time ago, because I've been around for so long. There's loads of players that you might never came across, Craig. But you see, back in the day, Martin Hazel was one of the well-respected professionals. You know what I mean? He was a well-liked guy,
Yeah, good player as well.
Who's Harry Potter,
He's either actually meaning the TV. He's all about Sheppy, maybe. He's finished now, yeah.
He's done, mate. He's won. So he's played the plant there, Craig, but he's a little bit close to the rail. What's he doing
here? Could
here?
end up moving the yellow, and he has. Now he's a little bit awkward because I don't think he can get out. I think the shot. I was just going to call a shot. He's looking at. If he just rolls the yellow in, and just plays the yellow off the red.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Because I don't think he's got any other shot. There's no way of him being able to get back and forth from where the white is.
That red on the side rails cut his angle off.
Yeah, and where the white is, he can't dig into the white. So
he's got a roly poly, isn't he?
Yeah, I think his best shot is to just roll it in and just play the yellow off the red.
Yeah, he's seen you, mate.
I think it's his only chance, to be honest.
It's a tough shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very tough shot. Yeah.
But that's the thing with the game of pool. See, when you're playing game of pool, these are kind of the shots that you're going to have to get used to playing, aren't they? Because sooner or later they're going to come up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now a snooker player wouldn't be looking at the shot, would he?
No, absolutely not.
Because it's a shot you would never play, isn't it? He's going to play Craig shot
He is looking, he is playing it.
So this has only got to be gentle, isn't it? You can't play these hard.
No, he just needs to roll it, I think. But obviously, all a soft sort of standard shot. just sort of hold for the black, but he could end up putting the red in front of the black here as well, so he needs to be careful.
Put it in the middle just to take that option out of the way.
Yeah, maybe. It's a tough little shot, this. It'll be a good one if he can get this. And this could hurt as well if he gets this finish from here.
Oh, don't go John Wilkinson, stay, man. It's a lot of pressure on here, you know. Great shot.
Great shot. Oh, he's putting the red. I said the red was going close to the hole, didn't I?
Played that really well.
Played that really well. Brilliant shot.
That was potentially 8-6 behind there, wasn't it? And they hurt you, them shots, don't they, Craig?
That's what I was saying. If he gets that finish from there, it could hurt.
It hurts you, doesn't it? Of course it does. Player, when you're sat in your chair thinking, oh, he's out of position here, could be in here, but he's got like this one half a little chance here, and then they nail it. It sickens you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Great finish, that.
He's played really well, this fella. He's getting a little bit of stick for the way he plays and the speed of him, but like it's like everybody to their own, you know. They can't all play like 100-mile-an-hour clearances.
No.
You got to remember, pool players are like we're all different, you know. You got your fast and your slow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now we're not all going to be like super quick, and we're not all going to be super slow. But you've got to like remember that we're all different.
That's it. Yeah. I think Davie's playing a little bit slower here than usual. I think that's what people are getting at. I don't think he plays this slow normally.
See, I can't even really give you like any information on him, mate, because I don't know anything about him. I've just heard good things.
It's a bad hit, that is.
Yeah. He didn't hit them properly. He made a loose rack himself a bit there. That was a terrible break. There, like.
The state of the balls.
They've come out tight, haven't they? But Michael will still go.
Oh yeah,
he
absolutely.
ain't gonna hang a boot from here. But like, this is the part of the game where like you could be a bit savvy, where you pot a red, take control, leaving out, just sacrifice one shot and not clearing up, and then knowing the next time you come to the table, you've got your man dead and buried. You can clear up next shot.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Yeah.
That's right, Andy Keynes. I've got Martin Hazel. He's a nice kid, he is, Martin. I played him in the World Championships, not last year, but the year before in the qualifiers. And I beat him 3-0, Martin Hazel. But he's a great player, like.
Very steady, Martin.
I watched him play yesterday. He was pulled out some mint shots yesterday. He was doubling balls full length.
I think he beat Scoffer yesterday. He drew it.
Yeah, he played some really good shots in that game. What's he took there, Craig? Yellows?
Yellows, yeah. I might have been tempted by red to play the yellow off, the red off the yellow, just to clear, make it all easy. But he should get these, to be fair, anyway, on yellows.
He had a great game yesterday with Josh Kane.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I seen him. Did he have a big lead and then Josh come back?
Yeah, I think Michael missed a ball to go 10-5 up, and it stayed at 9-5, and then Josh ran 4 on him.
Oh,
and it went to 10s apiece, and I think Michael broke and cleaned up.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? And you stay in a match like in
nothing worse.
You fight your heart out, right? You get yourself back into it, and like the guy breaks and dishes you in the final frame. You think all that hard work for naught.
I remember probably the sickest one I had. I remember I played Hibbert in the World Final the year before I won it. Yeah. I got the final year before, and he broke and dished me in the cider, and he was out of position. He was all over the place. Kept losing the white, and then he knocked one in the corner. He did a little bit of luck to move a couple of balls. He's gone off 2 into him and landed absolutely perfect. I was devastated.
It's sickening, that, isn't
it? It is, yeah.
You'd rather lose, like.
I'd rather get pumped with you and just be out of there.
It's funny you said Gareth Hibbert, wasn't it? The last TV event. I drew Gareth in the last 16 for to get on the TV, and I was 7-1 behind.
Oh, you?
I've not had a shot though. He's ran 7 racks on us, and I know I haven't done anything wrong, so I just got to stay confident and positive. You know what I mean? He's got to get to 11.
Yeah.
And I got it back to 10s apiece.
Oh, did you?
I got put right back in the game, and 10s each. He broke and dished us, mate. And I was just like, oh man,
I could have been out there an hour and a half ago.
Why didn't you do that like when it was 10-2? You know what I mean? Like, why do it now? I was sick, mate. But then the next game he played for, I think he lost in the final actually.
Was it?
It was he lost to Liam. Liam beat him in the final. Martin Hazel beat Cousins for money not that long ago. That's a great result.
Well,
beat
it was long ago. It was because I was there. I went up to watch it in Doncaster. I played in a pub in Doncaster. I did.
It's not that long ago.
No, it was quite a while ago. That was about Christ. That's got to be 10 years ago. That.
So it is long ago.
Yeah, I think it's a long time ago. That was.
Yeah, because I thought only one person had beat Tom for money. I didn't know he'd actually lost more than one game. I thought it was.
That was his first one, I think.
I thought
that was his first game.
Chilton had beat him, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I think that was his first game because I remember me and Bushy went up to Doncaster to watch him because Bushy backed him.
So he's lost 2 games.
So he must have, yeah. He's definitely lost that one because I remember they played on a table in a pub and the table was horrible table.
Oh, they deliberately got a tight table in, didn't it? And knock them up. There's an old blast from the past there. Mark Berryman. He used to be on the old AP years ago. He was a great player when he played. You know Mark?
No.
He's from. I think he's from Doncaster too.
Oh, right, okay.
But he's good friends with Martin Hazel, and he's just saying he beat Cousins not that long ago.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So nice to see you there, Mark. I hope you're keeping good, mate. So Rhodes in again, and he's on. What's he on this frame, Craig?
Yellows. He's in yellows. Yeah. I'm not sure how long exactly. I'm just maybe a bit too long, but I will find out how long ago it was.
I think he's going to do these again here, and he gets this little plant in the middle here, and they're pretty much easy after that, like. Oh, he's missed it, so I cooked it. All right, Ryan's got to take these out and keep back in the game, yeah. Craig's just looking to see how long ago it actually was when Martin played Tom.
I'm just asking my mate now because we went up for the game. I just can't remember how long ago it was. I remember it's a long time ago.
Can you remember the scoreline?
No.
Was it close?
I don't think so.
No, Martin battered.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was all that close, to be honest.
Far out. So that tells you everything you need to know. If Martin Hazel's taking out Tom Cousins for money, then you'd know Martin Hazel's no slouch, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Natalie Madden, evening buzzer, Marshy.
Nat, how's it going?
Are you still putting all them players off for them low tops, are you? Go on, stick a smiley face next to your name, I know you are. I'm glad I've never had to play you. You're blind. I predicted it. I predicted all the way to the wire here, you know.
Sorry, guys, it wasn't 10 years ago. Well, no, it's nearly 10 years ago because it was 2009 they played. So I wasn't far wrong. I was about 6 months out, I think.
So it was 10 years ago?
It was 2009 they played.
2009. So how old would Tom have been then? He'd just been a bairn,
yeah, he'd been like, 19, 18. I don't know how old he is, to be honest. But it was, I've just called Sheppy over now. I asked him how long ago they played, and he said he reckons it was 2009, so I wasn't far wrong, I think.
Nat's laughing at the comment there. Oh, no. What a time for the knock and miss queue in.
Ouch.
Oh, no, that was to go 8-8. That was to go 8-8. Now it's going to go...
That could be a big one, that.
That could be the shot that turns this match.
Yeah.
Because it's normally something like that changes the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Right. I mean, he's never going to miss the balls from here. So.
Michael punish him here. He again gets his 2-frame lead, and then basically it's out of Ryan's hands, isn't it? Getting close to the winning line with a couple of breaks. If it breaks and pots, then it could be lights out, couldn't it? Without even being able to do anything about it.
Mm.
I'm glad you joined us on here, like, Marshy, because I was like sat by myself, like pretty much so, you know what I mean? And you've been good to bounce off, like.
Yeah. I'd enjoy your comedy now and again. Good fun.
We have a good laugh, didn't we?
What was Selby like at pool?
It was absolutely awesome, mate.
I spoke to a couple of people. I spoke to a couple of people. One of them being Ben Davis, and he said he's one of the only players he would never even approach for money.
I played him twice, you know.
Did you?
Selby, he beat us in 2 deciders.
Has he?
2 deciders, man. Of course, what happened in each one?
I'm broken this.
Broken dished in both of them. was when he was ranked number 33 when I played him. He wasn't the world number one like that. He just won the world championship, or he won the world 8-ball world championship.
All right.
Beat Darren Appleton in the final.
You just can't stay away from world champions, can you? Huh? For cash, you just love it.
Stupid, man. Stupid comes to mind, Craig. But I think I've learnt my lesson. Like,
yes,
I'm not playing any more champions, mate. So if anybody asks us to
Santa,
play
how's it going?
do one. Not playing any more. Yeah, Selby was awesome, man. You alright, Jay? Afternoon, Steve. You alright, mate? I've been bigging your guy up, but I didn't really know a lot to say. Mentioned a little bit about his cancellation of his money game a few months ago. But pretty much, Marshy's filled the rest of the public in that this guy's
great player.
He's hot, yeah?
Yeah, he is a good player.
So there's another dry break, and what a crucial time.
Yeah.
Because I think if it gets to 10-7, then 2 breaks to Michael, it's pretty much could be done. Like, but you never know.
Santa, question for you. Obviously, I haven't seen Ryan play for a few years now. Is he normally quite slow, sort of Boyle, sort of pace? Because he's been quite slow in this match. I always thought he was a lot quicker than the way he plays. I'm just wondering if he's played in slow because he's under it, or just because he's changed his game, or what. I don't know. Could you answer for us?
Mark Rose Loop stuck a right nice little compliment in there, hasn't he?
Was that? Yeah, absolutely. Aye.
What's the pot and what they're playing now next week?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I'm sure Santa can answer for us on the internet now.
Can you fire that one for us, Santa? What's the pot and what they're
playing?
Well,
he does play quite slow anyway, so that's just his normal game. So that's okay. That's good.
He says slower than Boyle now.
Yeah.
So that means he used to be quick.
Quite quick. Yeah, he used to be quite quick. When he was younger, I know him from when he was younger. He was quite quick. He used to play just run.
That's the wisdom.
That's just youth, isn't it?
That's just wisdom.
Everyone's like
you get older, you get wiser, don't you?
Of course you do. Of course you do.
That's why I play like a snail, because I'm 46.
Wow, you missed them.
It's too much wisdom. What we got here? Would you rather have a magic mirror in which you could see your dead relatives as if alive again, but they couldn't speak to you? Just glumly wave, or a 2-for-1 voucher for any meal at Pizza Express.
What the hell is he on about?
Daniel Skinner. Are you on the right page here, mate? What do you mean?
Oh my God.
I'd have the magic mirror, mate.
It'll be 40k, I think, lads. 36k at the moment. All right, okay.
I take it Stones is money.
No, yes. Stones weight. He was a chubby youngster.
Right.
But he lost a lot of weight.
He's built like me now, Santa.
Hi.
Yeah?
He used to be like me. He's like you now.
Slim line. Slim line.
Yeah, I remember him when he was young kid.
Daniel Skinner's laughing. I think he took the curveball in for the commentators.
I think he did.
Because the two were reading it thinking,
what the hell is he on about?
This Pizza Hut, magic mirrors. You've been on the wacky backy, haven't you, son? It's too early in the day, mate.
Yeah. Well, good shot. If he holds, it's a good shot, I think.
I think he's just okay, Craig.
Good angle, you know, just to bump that yellow. But he doesn't need to hit it too hard, because he might hit it up the rail into the red. Just needs to bump it softly. Stay on the yellow in the middle.
Thank you, David Taylor. Yeah, because of like old school, you know what I mean? I'm like an older player. So a lot of people probably don't know who I am, I've heard, but a lot of people in the pool world do know who I am. And like, just try and say it how it is, you know what I mean? Give a few tips and have a few laughs and a bit joking.
Is it that bad?
Be a bit different, you know what I mean? So is he doubling the one on the rail? Is he knocking it out?
I think he's trying to knock it out there.
That's a Marshy shot, isn't it?
He's hit a bad one.
That's one of your shots, isn't it? Smash that double straight in the middle.
Yeah.
He's got to take these out as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He has to play the yellow now. Sorry, I was talking to Ben.
You had to think for a minute there, didn't you?
Yeah. Huh? I was talking to Ben now. Sat next to me.
How's Ben doing? Still batting?
Yeah, he's still batting. He just beat Callum Singleton. Good
Result.
youngster. Good youngster.
Yeah, he's
good player.
Isn't he? Won the Masters this year, didn't he?
That's right, yeah.
World rules, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. There it is on the screen there, 11-6.
Shall we give them some scores?
Yeah, there's a good one right at the bottom of the screen there if you look. Craig Brown is beating Ronan 9-7. It's a big result, that.
Well, Craig Brown can play.
Yeah, he can play, absolutely. Yeah.
He's a dangerous player, him. He's from up our end, but over the last couple of seasons, he really seems to have excelled a little bit. He's really coming on, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he gets a lot of good results like that, you know.
Yeah.
Sean Story's 8-6 up on. Do you think he deliberately played a miss out there?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played a safety shot, but
It's
that's strange for him.
I wasn't expecting that, were you?
No, especially when that red passes the black, didn't it? That's a strange shot if he played it. That red, the red definitely passes the black. I bet, is it?
Which one?
The red past the black. Does it go past?
Yes, flies, mate.
That's strange shot. He played 5 years ago, but
maybe he missed that and got away with it then, and he hasn't played that.
He didn't play the pot.
He's definitely played the miss.
Yeah,
but it's a good shot, that, isn't it? Especially at like this stage in the match. Darren Matthews says you have to play a lot of doubles because you miss. Your position's so bad.
That's right, yeah, chasing the white round the table all the time.
Yeah, that's where you see all them good shots, though, didn't you, mate? Yeah, the cushions are still sliding, Chris Scott.
Yeah, they are very slippery.
You can't play with no check side, you know. They just you're getting literally nothing. It's pointless even doing it.
Definitely a strange shot, Santa. I don't know why he didn't go from there. That was weird. Everything was on. Especially to put the red back on the rail as well. If you're going to play it, just clip off it thin and play the snooker.
Do you think Ryan could be feeling a little bit of pressure here, mate?
I think Michael is, to be honest. I don't know why he's played that snooker in the last one. All the balls went. Every single ball went. That ball he just played there was the only tough ball he had, and he didn't really have to do a lot with it.
Maybe he's just trying to make sure his importance of like getting through, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's making sure though, and then there's like sort of playing the wrong shot for me, I think. Because I mean Ryan was never going to miss the snooker that he put him in, and he's put his red safe on a side rail at the same time with playing it. So I don't know, strange shot when he was on the shot, when he could have played the pot anyway, and then just cleared up that way.
Maybe he just wanted to make me and you look stupid because we've talked about he's potting all the way through, and he's probably thought, yeah, watch this. I ain't gonna pot this one.
Yeah, Santa knows how to put on a show up there. I can vouch for him on many games. Good shot, that is.
Proper snooker shot.
Very good shot, yep.
Now it's easy peasy lemon
Easy
squeezy.
now, yeah.
Drop.
Of course. Made a little bit of work for himself, but he's definitely got him now.
Yeah, he ain't ever gonna miss these.
No. Cheers, Darren. Thank you. I'll be giving it my best.
It's 10-7 there. I might just make the duration of this match. I might just make it, Craig. I'm on at 4:30.
Oh, are you?
You see, yesterday I did the Ronan game, right, and the Declan Brennan game.
All right.
And they're saying, don't go, buzzer, stay. I said, I've got to go, I've got a match to play, sorry. And I got loads of really lovely comments. You know.
Oh, good.
I've not done many commentaries, Craig, you know. I just speak from like how it is, from experience and what you see put in front of you and this, that and the other. Jacob offered us a job.
Oh, yeah.
So now that I'm getting like old in the pool world, that could be my next.
The Jimmy White of snooker, like sort of thing, is it? You got the commentary.
Well, you know, like I know a lot of the pool players. I know a lot about everybody, so I can speak about a lot of players, but I can't speak about everybody. Like nobody could do that. No.
There's a legend just popped up. And now look, on the top there.
Rob McKenna. I love Rob. You know,
what a guy.
He was a double world champion.
He was, yes.
People not know that, will they?
He was very good in his time. 9 o'clock I'm playing Rob.
Are you still chauffeuring Rob? I'll take it, yes, with a chauffeur in your name. Yeah, I'm not too bright at times now. Rob Chauffeur McKenna. Are you still chauffeuring? No, buzzer. I just kept it there just for the crack.
You some boy you are, buzzer, honest to God.
Man. He says, what time you played, mate?
Yeah, she just said 9 o'clock tonight, mate.
Yeah, he was a great player, Rob, wasn't he, in his day?
Yeah, he was
good player. Great player, mate. I don't think he plays now.
Scampy, that is. Paul Martin. Good luck to one of the Welsh boys. Good luck to Michael tonight against Marshy.
Going to need it, isn't he, Marshy, yeah?
He is, you're right.
Because I spoke yesterday about players, like a lot of players have like put players on pedestals. There's nothing wrong with that,
No.
but like you got to have that in you where you say, right, I don't care how good you are, I don't care
he's
what
going to have to beat me, and
that's right, mate. Yes, you did help us with the word chauffeur. I should have still asked if you were still living in Wales as well. Well, they reckon Adam Kirk is Mick's #1 fan, you know.
Oh, I know this.
He's got it for you, mate.
Aye, I know.
He says 11-2. What you got to say to that?
Well, I might give him 2, see how he gets.
There you go,
see how I get on.
He says you've got your scoreline back to front, mate. You got the 2 and 11 right, but wrong way run. Oh, he's missed
it.
He's just doing this though, isn't he?
Yes, that's all he's doing. He's winding us up, man. Still in total control here, though.
Reds is
He's got a lot to do here.
Has he got a skilly on there? Do you think that one might just top
Possibly,
through?
but I think I'll be potting the one up the top, the one along the top rail, and then playing red in this corner.
I'll just finish this frame. I'm going to have to love yous and leave yous.
No problem.
I'll leave you with Craig. I don't know if Ben wants to jump in for a little finish the match off, would he?
I don't see why not.
Ben, would you like to jump in and finish the rest of this game off, mate? Give me a nudge. Do you want to finish the rest of this? No, that looks
He's not first.
They're shouting me.
You for a game, yeah.
Right, they told us I've got to finish this frame on the commentary and then I've got to go. Thanks, mate.
Scampy. Cheers, mate.
I'm doing good, Rob. How are you, mate? You alright? You're a miss in the game, mate. You were an awesome player, weren't you? And a good kid as well. But time in America was funny, wasn't it, mate? You could come out with a word Rob did in America, right, on the IPT when it all went
that's
wonky,
right.
Right? He would say, "Who's this freaking guy?" That's what he used to say. He used to be walking around America saying, "Who's this freaking guy?" Can you remember that, Rob? Go on, stick a little funny face in. You must remember that. There you go, IPT. Look, he stuck a little thing in.
IPT, look, he's just put on there.
He did, that's what he used to say. He used to walk around the room saying, "Who's this freaking guy?" His American accent was mental, you know. Considering it was a Welshman, you know.
God.
Bernie Friend, man. He couldn't hold a cue, you know. Bernie couldn't.
Oh,
Right. He got in the IPT, he blagged his way in, right? This guy, man, honestly, he was like, remember that Kevin Trudeau guy who picked the IPT?
Yeah.
Well, he handpicked 150 players, but he didn't know who a lot of them were.
All right.
Now, Bernie must have lied on his CV because he was like 6-time world champion, all this, that, and all that. But when you watched him play, he couldn't hold a cue. Everybody wanted to draw Bernie. Right, I'm going to leave you with that one because I've got to go. Right, lovely having you all. I might be back on stream later. Thanks for listening to this. Take care. God bless. Buzzers, peace and out.
Good luck, Buzzer, lad.
Thanks,
See you later, mate. All right.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Good luck, mate. Absolutely barking, he is, man. Funny guy. Great shot, that is. What a brilliant shot.
So this was a really close game up until a few frames ago, wasn't it?
I think it's just the little mistakes now here and there have sort of cost Ryan now, I think.
Do you think the shot clocks bothered him at all? Or do you think it's...
To be honest, I think it was a good thing for him.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think you can sometimes overthink a shot, and
absolutely.
Your instincts at the first port of call are normally right.
It's a bad shot, that is. That's a bad one, that is. I'm disappointed with that. He played for the one on the top rail and overhit it. He's made a really good skilly and then followed it up with a really bad shot, so need a good one now.
So what would you be playing from here?
You got to play the long red now. You got no choice. You have to play the long red. Play for the one over this corner, the one that's on the hole, the one along the top rail, the one down the side rail. He hasn't really got much option. Good pot. Good pot.
Back on track.
Needs a couple of good ones now, though.
So I actually haven't seen Ryan play much.
Yeah, he doesn't. He played a lot of sort of junior stuff for like international stuff a few years back, but I haven't seen him away from Scotland much recently. So he's doing really well in Scotland. He's won quite a few tournaments in Scotland recently.
Yeah, I saw someone put up a record of his tournaments so far. Things that he'd won.
He won a big one last week in, I think it was Edinburgh. They were all playing in it. Boyle, Dunster, they were all there, and he managed to win it.
Nice, not bad game at all.
Good win.
Credit to him then.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, other than yourself, who's your favourite in the competition? Who do you think's playing?
I think Ben's playing some good stuff. He's in the other side of the draw as well, with the top half of the draw. So I think he'll definitely be thereabouts.
Yep.
I think Raybone's down there with him. I think in that bottom half. He's always a good bet. Raybone, you always get value with Raybone. You always let try in, So.
Did you watch any of Mick's game earlier?
I was playing myself. I was playing Carl Boyce. But I remember it was like 5-4 or something to me against Carl, and everyone's clapping and walking out. I thought, what was going on? I said someone must have won 11-0 or something. I wasn't sure it was on the stream. I didn't even know it was them two.
Yeah.
And then they all come out there and said, like, Mick's not missed the ball and won 11-2.
Yeah. Every time he broke, he dished.
Was it?
And basically, pretty much every time Appleton went dry on the break, he dished.
He can wrap that in tonight now.
Yeah. Quite. That's why I said he'd keep him off this stream table, because he reckons he buzzes on it. Dunster played very well against Melling yesterday as well.
Yeah, he was steady. I think Chris went for a bit too many at the start, I think, and sort of blew it lead, to be honest.
And he kept going dry on the break as well. And
he broke really bad. I was watching him hitting the break. He hit them really bad yesterday.
And Dunster was not tap breaking, and he had a massive break.
Yeah, he has got a big break. Yeah. He just, the only time he does that is just to slow the match down or change the match round, or he doesn't tend to do it otherwise. Or if a match is really tight, he sort of. Yeah, you sort of change it up. To be honest, fair play to him. If you've got a B game, I don't see why you're not allowed to use it.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, I think exactly the same.
People don't like it. It's not nice to watch. Don't get me wrong. I hate watching it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And if you're able to do it and able to change a match around by doing it, then I don't see why you can't do it.
It is a game after all.
That's right. Yeah, it's part of the game as well. So.
Yeah.
As I said, it's not everyone. Nobody likes watching it. It's not even really nice to play against, but.
So next up, if Rowan McCarthy loses to Craig Brown, it's now 10-7. Then we'll have Ronan McCarthy against, who was it? Against, was it Melling, I think? Yeah. Yeah, Ronan McCarthy against Melling next.
Another stinker, and that's in the loser section.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? 2 players of that calibre in the loser section of a tournament this early. Then we're going to have Ryan Clark v Cowboys after that at 6 p.m. And it'll be Craig Lakin v Farnsworth at 9 p.m.
Ah, right, okay. I've just had a text back off my mate who come to Doncaster with me that day. We were talking earlier that Martin Hazel beat Tom Cousins for money.
Yep.
A few years ago. I said it was about 10 years ago. Sheppy come over and said it was like 9.5 years, so I thought I was right, but I was wrong. It was 7 years ago. So that was for all the people that asked the question earlier.
Okay.
It was 7 years ago, but I knew it was quite a while ago, so I went up to watch it.
Good effort.
You had a chance there. Right, Jakob, I'm going to have to love you and leave you, I'm afraid, my friend.
Okay,
So
no worries.
Off to the hotel for a little bit with my lift, otherwise I won't get home. So
have a bit of a break before your match later.
A bit of a break for my match, and then I'll be back later on, so I'll see you guys later. Cheers. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you very much
Tom.
for joining us.
No worries.
Nice little shot from Ryan there. And that is 10-8.
Hello, everybody.
Me and you then, pal.
Yes.
So, how's it been going for you?
Oh, I'm terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I've been playing at all though.
Sounds unlike you.
Yeah, I've had a few things at home happening.
Okay.
So I haven't been
Fair
playing.
enough.
I weren't even going to enter it.
Fair enough.
Seb paid me in.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good on him. So for those who don't know, joining me on commentary, I'm Jakob. This is Jeff Allen, the G-Force.
Yeah, I'm already out.
You're already out?
Yeah, I lost this morning.
Nightmare.
Gonna get back into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got a bit more spare time now.
Just not ready at the minute. Just got to get a bit.
I haven't seen much of this game. Has it been quality?
Yeah, it has. It has. Ryan's made a few mistakes here and there. Michael's been pretty solid. But the standard overall on stream so far has been pretty damn high.
I saw Mick earlier. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's the perfect word. It really was ridiculous.
Mm.
It didn't even really need to keep control of the white ball. It's just potting from wherever it happened to fall.
This is it should be 10-9 really, shouldn't it? I think you can pot that yellow and stun over for awkward yellow.
Yeah.
He's not going to take these two because he's bridging on black into, so I just can't. Does that yellow? No, it don't go in that pocket. Does it?
I think it does actually.
Does it?
Although this overhead view can be a little bit deceptive because it's got a slight fisheye to it. So
I think he's going to. It does go, doesn't it? We'll see in a minute. If he stuns over for other pocket, we'll know. It must go because he hasn't played on it. I think he could have stunned over for that one. But should be 10-9 this.
have you ever played against Ryan?
Pardon?
Have you ever played against
No.
Ryan or Michael?
No.
No? I was just talking with Marshy and he was saying that he's won quite a few tournaments up in Scotland this year.
Ryan, yeah, I know he won one last week.
Yeah.
So he's got the bottle, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, under 21, that's pretty good going, really.
Perfect. What, he's under 21?
I think so, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Babyface assassin.
Mm. Used to call me that at one bit.
That must have been a while ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it flew in, look.
Yeah, I did. Pull back about a foot. More or less where white is now.
Oh, okay, I've just been corrected. He's not under 21. Oh, it must have been that that he'd won an under 21s thing.
Well, about
that I
12
saw
years
earlier.
About 12 years ago.
He's actually the same age as you. Nicely done.
Nice clearance. The heat is on now. It's good to watch so closer games, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Although it was quite good fun watching Sheppy destroy Seb yesterday.
Bloody hell.
For 43 minutes.
43 minutes, 11-2.
Mad. Ah, there we go. He was the under 21s world champ. That's why I got confused. Sorry about that, Fleming.
What's Mark doing watching this? He should be in here.
Yeah, come and commentate. You clearly know your stuff.
Dry break from Michael. Look a little bit awkward though, don't they?
Yeah, they haven't split very well, have they? And yet he was breaking very, very well earlier on.
I think the yellows are gettable though. Plant first.
Yeah, for sure.
Just minds his work around these 4 yellows down here, where they're a little bit awkward. If he gets perfect, the one on the side rail might cause him slight bit of trouble. The apartment, gee. Is it soothing, Mark? How far you're away, mate, staying?
Yeah, someone else said earlier that Ryan was he was world champ at both sets of rules.
Good achievement then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Willie. It'd be nice to see a decider, from fans' point of view, from viewers' point of view. He just needs to. He's looked at it twice. I think he's got to play this shot to give himself a chance. Because I think Michael, if he plays a container, I think Michael will attack. Waiting on triple him. That's what I'm wanting.
He's played that really well.
If there were a triple, I'd want quadruple, me, Mark. The way I'm playing at the minute. Taking his time, rightly so. Just getting himself set. Looking where he wants to be. Good composure.
Yeah, he has. Doesn't seem like he suffers with the pressure at all.
No.
Very much in the moment.
I did struggle, Mark. Absolutely terrible. But like I say, I ain't been playing at all. I've had some home troubles. Bit of bankruptcy. I might as well say it while there's hundreds and hundreds listening. From a debt 8 years ago.
What a nightmare.
They've only just caught up with me. I'm just saying I've gone bankrupt.
Yeah. What a nightmare.
I had a business and it closed down. I left. I paid all my rent and everything.
Yeah.
But I had a £4,000 electric and gas bill. What I thought were going to get wrote off.
And it did.
I lost my house.
What?
Everything repossessed in 2012. And the only thing I left were electric and gas bill off British Gas. I had them both under British Gas.
Yeah.
And it was 4,000. I thought, I heard out. Anyway, I got a letter about 4 months ago. They've been adding £4.83 a day interest on. 29 grand.
Whoa.
So I thought a bit of bankruptcy is better in order at my age. After an house repossession 6 years ago anyway, I can't get a mortgage anyway, so I thought I might as well have it writ off.
29
grand from 4. So that's took priority in my life for the last few months, to be fair, instead of playing on here.
That's insane.
It's definitely showing because I'm terrible.
Yeah, well, obviously, well, even if you'd been in practice, you'd be distracted, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's a true story. Ooh. Did he play the right shot, do you think, there, Jakob? Didn't you see it?
No.
I think he moved the yellow. I don't know whether he should have done. Because they're quite generous, these pockets at the minute, with cloths being new.
They definitely are.
I think he should have played on
Very
it.
slidey.
But still could. Oh, lovely shot.
He's played that
Lovely
played
shot.
that really, really well.
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect. Do you know what? I'd be going for the
Top one first.
top one first here.
Yeah.
Because he's on it mint now.
We've been on it perfect. Might as well take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's going to be slightly awkward too.
If he can get the white ball back where it is, it's going to be easier to get it back where it is from that ball than it is from this bottom one.
He's got. I'm just wondering if he could screw into that. The red is nearest into now. Could he pull back into that?
Yep.
And leave his end straight on yellow. Just screw back for black in top.
Looks like he's getting this end first. Or is he? No.
Because if he just pulls back a little bit, I don't think he'll have angle. He'll be slightly awkward on last yellow. Slightly bridging. I think he can screw and glance off red though, can't he? And leave his on it.
Yep.
Black tip top. Or would you just play and
Do you know what?
Would
I think
you play
he
and
can
run
actually.
through and give his end a shot?
I think he can actually squeeze into the gap between these two.
I don't think he can, looking at table.
Let's have a little look at the overhead. I'm thinking because the pockets are a little bit slidey, if he pinches the right hand side of the pocket.
I think he's looking to follow through and miss that and not risk glancing off the red. I don't think he can screw into the gap.
He's not looking that happy about it though.
No, he's going to leave himself a long black. Because if he does glance off the red and it catches it too thick, he could end up behind the red on the cushion. Slightly hampered and all, queuing. Yeah, I think I still fancy him for this. I'm sat with two lovebirds. Immense pressure on this shot. What a shot.
Oh, he's nailed it. That's a great shot.
Absolutely excellent. That's fantastic cueing that, under pressure. Good good shot, that, Jakob.
Yeah, definitely. Very nice cueing. My eyes are sellotaped up. Didn't think he had any angle.
Provision at toilet before the decider, before the handshake and the decider. Michael still sat smiling, knows that he hasn't done out wrong. He hasn't done a thing wrong. Just give us a couple of minutes, ladies and gents, and we'll be with you for the decider. Ryan's back in the building. The friendly handshake. Making sure he gets really tight. He just noticed the ball, what's not quite touching. He'll put the triangle back on, get him as tight as he can. Give yourself the best chance of a split in a ball. Having a little drink. Talking is cute. No sign of nerves. He looks composed, but so does Michael. All on this. Dry. Dry. First chance to Michael. Slightly awkward, but if anybody can do it, this lad can. Very attacking. Don't mess about, Michael. Ooh. A bit of work to do with these reds though. Definitely black to move. Looks as though he's left a little bit too much angling. I think he needed to be straight to screw back for the reds into the opposite bottom pocket. I think he's just got a slight angle where he can't do it. Oh, lovely shot. Absolutely plumb. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Nice clearance under pressure. Well done, Michael.
You Northerners don't feel pressure, do you?
No, we don't.
Thank you very much for joining me.
No problem, mate.
Cheers, Jeff.
See you later on in the day, probably.
Indeed.
See you in a bit.
Take care.